What's up, brothers?
Man, you are getting good with that timing. Boom, 7 o'clock.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I don't want to be late. You know what I
No.
mean?
No.
I'm trying to learn from you, Chief. Military time, man. Always got to be on time, Chief. Always got to be on time.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Brothers, how are we doing today?
Man, I am doing good, Chief. I had a wonderful Monday. You'll be proud of me. I actually joined a new gym today. So tomorrow starts my gym adventure. And I think I'm actually gonna start documenting my gym journey, and I'm gonna probably take some maybe some reels or some pictures and videos, so I can show the journey. But that's my plan, and I finally found a gym where people aren't sitting on machines and just playing with their phone.
Hey, leave me out of it.
I know better than that. When you go to the gym, you're punching that clock and you're getting work in. So that's what I'm trying to do, man. So yeah.
Bishop, how you doing?
Yes, sir. Man, I'm fantastic. Real
You look
good.
good.
Appreciate it. Hey, of course I gotta represent.
Oh, yeah.
PTO.
Well, hey, I'm going to let you know about my day and then say hi to these people. And then we got a pretty decent guest on tonight. Looking forward to talking to him. So
Yes, we do.
I took, I'm off on Mondays and I work nights all weekend. And it was a pretty good weekend at work. I'm pretty good. I feel good, So I get up, I shut the pellet stove off. I'm like, let's do a deep cleaning on this pellet stove. All the pipes apart, take the motors apart, blow them out. And that soot, man, was just, and the wind outside just all over me in my beard, man. I had to scrub and deep scrub this beard. It was a mess, dude. The water was a mess. So, yeah. So I immediately had to get the oil in, the butter in, and give it a good blow dry, or excuse me, I used my heated brush today. I gave that a shot, but it was a mess. My truck cleaned, put a little bit of wax on her. She's looking good again. She was hurting, man. She was reaching out for some love. She's covered in salt. But other than that, man, good week. Let's get this.
Yeah. So before we get in, why don't we just do this real quick? What's in Beard, Chief, today? What do you got in Beard?
I've got Drunken Monkey and Milkman Butter right now.
Ooh, that sounds like a good combination.
Really nice combination.
Really nice. I've got 24K by True North.
Good choice.
And I was wearing the Deer Hunter unscented liquid butter. So stellar. I enjoy it. What about you, Bishop? What do you got?
I got the PTO from Flaming Beer, and of course, with the border too.
Heck yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, let's give some shout outs on everybody who's in here. So we got Bane Blends. We got Baker, and I want to put something up. Baker, everybody, if you don't know, we want to help our brother Baker out. We want to get him to 50 so he can start going live. on his chat live on his YouTube. So let's give him a hand. Let's get him there. We got Ronnie from Flaming Beard. We got Renee from Black Manor. What's up, Renee? Ellen's Lawn Care. What's happening, brother? We've got Ray Smokey. We got Amber. We got Kilt Beard Company. We got Kay.
Hey, Kay.
And it looks like we're all cut up right now. I'm sure more people will come in, but tell you what, if you guys are ready, well, let's kind of give an intro here. So a couple weeks ago, we were like kind of talking, and we were kind of like, man, we really don't understand about beard clubs, And I'm like, I don't understand. I've never really talked to anybody that was in a beard club. I went down to the Cyan Beard Battle, and I met our guest that's coming on, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, would you come on and talk about beard clubs? Because there's a lot of us that don't know about them or understand or what you guys are about." So he reached out and he said, "Yeah, man, I can come on." So if you guys are good with it, let's bring our guest in. And right now, we have got Tony Johnson in. Shooter, what's happening, Shooter?
What's going on?
Hey,
What's
Shooter.
going on, brother?
Not a whole lot.
No, I
Nope.
appreciate you coming hanging out with us today.
Yes, we do.
Well,
I
ain't got nothing better to do.
2 years ago at Buckeye Beard Battle 1,
That's true.
and again at Buckeye Beard Battle 2,
Exactly.
and hopefully Buckeye Beard Battle 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yes.
We always tell everybody, World's coming up and all these other comps are coming up, but
Yep.
my heart belongs to Buckeye Beard Battle.
Right.
All of us does.
By far.
Yes. Yeah. We co-hosted the Buckeye Beard Battle with Hemp Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a absolute amazing time, amazing turnout. The bands were absolutely amazing. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What's nice about the smaller venues is you could talk to the guys in the band like they're normal people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are just absolutely wonderful people.
Yeah. Billy Schuler. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dead Silent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good people.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And
Yeah. Ray,
I'm
shout out to that Wizard.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
looking
Right.
forward.
The Wizard is an amazing guy.
Absolutely.
He don't
Yes,
want
he
you
is.
to know that, but he is.
Yeah. He don't want you to know.
No, not at all.
Shh, secret.
Exactly.
Well, it was awesome because when we were at the Cyan Beard Battle, I go up to register, and Hemp Wizard's with me, and I don't know what division I'm going to be in because it's the first time that I'm going to be in a beard competition, right? So I'm like, "Yep, I'm the newbie." They're like, "Okay, no problem, you're the newbie." Like, "What's your second category?" I'm like, I don't know. So I measure out at 13-inch. I'm like, "Okay, cool." Hemp Wizard comes up. What division? They measure. I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're 12 inches and over 2." I'm like, "Man, I got to compete against the Hemp Wizard." Like, come on,
Exactly,
man. I can't compete against. But
That's how
I
they
was just
get
there to
you.
have fun. Right. But I'm like,
That's how
it's
they
all
get you.
fun. But yeah. But we had a fun time. But so Tony, what beard club are you part of? What's the name of your beard club?
It's Beard Mob, but I am the captain of Beard Mob Ohio.
Okay.
But I'm under the East region under Ron Rice, Old Red.
Yeah, I met him last year. Yeah.
He's our president.
Okay.
And he's the president of the East, which literally runs through Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and West Virginia.
Okay. Gotcha. So is there a chapter in each state? Is that how it runs, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much, yes.
Okay. All right.
And then, like, my first competition was one of the big ones, was Big Whisker Revival in 2019.
Okay.
And my very first competition, I placed third.
Wow.
Nice.
There we go. Heck yeah. Right.
Like, I had the full mustache, the full beard, everything. I think it was a year or two ago, Shaved for Prostate event came up. I challenged him to make $500.
Hmm.
and I
Okay.
would take the mustache off, go full whaler, and I'll
Nice.
keep it that way for a while. Made all they had to do is make $500. They
Nice.
made 1,000. I
Nice.
had it off that night.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't know if you've heard, but poor Bishop and I we're gonna be hairless if there's enough money being made at the Buckeye Beer Battle. So I feel your pain, my friend. I feel your pain. Yep.
Hey, I was just glad to do it for charity.
Right. Right.
Charity
Exactly.
got the money. That's all I cared about.
Right. Right. So let me ask you this, Tony. So let's say I'm a new guy in the bearding community, and I'm interested in beard clubs, right? So first off, I guess the first step would be reaching out to a member. Like, let's say I reached out to you and said, "Hey, I'm Tactical Santa. I'm interested in, a beard club. Can you tell me what you guys are all about, and what's the process? Like, how do I become a member? What's the process and that kind of stuff?"
Well, we would get you into the ordeal. Like I would send you to Red, or I would get you a trying to think of the words I want. My brain's not working today.
Right.
Like I would get you to one of our members that would have the process down, kind of thing. Like
Gotcha.
Red, I would give you his information, kind of thing, or send you his direction, because
Sure.
Half the time my brain doesn't want to work.
Right.
Concussions do that to you.
Right. So is there like I got in touch with him. Is there like a probationary period that do you go through that or
I'm pretty sure there is, yeah.
okay, gotcha. So there is a process though. It's not like I just come on and then all of a sudden I'm a
Yeah.
full member of it, that there's a process to get it. Because I know probably there's a process to where you earn your patch. I'm assuming you don't just get the patch and everything right off the bat. You got to earn it.
Right.
Which I'm seeing with you guys, with most of you guys. So primarily you guys do mostly charity events, right? That's what you guys
Yes.
are all about, doing charity
Yes.
work and all that.
Like
So
a lot of our events are charity driven.
mhm. Gotcha.
A lot of them are veteran charities, but mostly just about any of them. All of them are charity driven.
Gotcha. Yep.
So it's basically a group of brothers that have beards, that have brotherly love, that get together and do something for the betterment of the fellow man.
Exactly.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Old
Very
Red
cool.
has a saying, "We do good shit."
We do good shit.
Yeah.
That is it.
Keeps it simple, right to straight to the point. Yep.
Uh-huh.
So what do you guys have any? So I know like I'm in the Michigan area. Chief is in the Ohio area. He is Ohio. Do you guys have any big events coming up this summer planned? Do you have any coming up or?
I know we are the Buckeye Beard Battle should be coming up if we are planning. We are in the middle of planning it, I do believe. But check out the beardedcalendar.com.
Yep.
Okay.
That's where all the events will be.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
That's where you'll find all the beard competitions all over the world, basically. You can find just about any of them right there.
Right.
Shooter, I got a question for you. Do you know Amber? She's in here, Amber and Kev, by chance?
I'm not sure.
No. Check her out. She's on our Facebook groups, her and her husband. Amber does this newsletter with events and podcasts and live events and things like that. And she brings it out once a week. If you got anything important, there she is, Amber Inbudden.
Okay.
Get a hold of her and say, "Hey, Amber, I got a charity event coming up," and she'll probably most likely be glad to put it in the newsletter. And all of us look at it and watch it and listen to it. And she's just awesome.
I absolutely will. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, another question before I let these guys take over. Ron Rice has a podcast still, right?
I'd have to ask him. Let's see.
Do you remember the name of it?
The Bearded Business is what it was, and I don't think he's doing that anymore.
No. Oh, okay.
No.
I was going to give him a plug.
Yeah. But I've been using I am an ambassador for Bearded Leo Warrior.
Not sure.
And
Yeah.
it's a beard oil company.
What was the name one more time?
What was it
Bearded
again?
Leo Warrior.
Bearded Leo Warrior.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, Ron just said the Bearded Business is no longer.
Okay.
And Bearded Leo Warrior, if you use the code Shooter Approved, it saves you 20%.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Nice. Right.
Nice,
Right.
nice.
Mm-hmm. So Bishop, do you have any questions for Tony?
Well, I do have a question. Actually, Ray Smokey just answered it. I'll say too. It was how do you get initiated? Like, you know, I mean, you get invited and then you get join the group, or then what?
I've been literally with them since 2019.
Okay.
So I started way like around that area. So I was brought in that time and just started learning from there. Kind of thing.
So it almost sounds to me like it's kind of like a.
What happened?
I don't know. I think he
Bumped a button.
popped the wrong button. Yeah, popped the wrong button. So hopefully he'll come back. Until then, he's right back. Here
Okay.
we go. Here we go. Got a little excited.
Yeah, kick me out.
Yeah. So I think basically what it kind of sounds like is you get to meet the people, and if you're a good fit, they just want to make sure you're a good fit. You hang around for a little bit, make sure you're a good fit, and if you're a good fit, then
There's
you're
a
kind of
90-day probation period before you get patched in and voted on by members of the chapter.
Gotcha.
That's what I couldn't think of.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yep.
My brain does not want to work.
I've been there. I get it. So yeah, so basically you're coming in, you got 90 days, you get to meet everybody,
Yep.
see if you're a good fit, if you're representing, because I mean you guys are doing a lot of good charity work, so I'm sure you want to make sure that whoever's coming in there is not going to make you guys look bad. They've got to be on the same page. Their heart's in the right place. They're not, just doing some dumb stuff. But yeah,
Right.
yeah, so that would be what it would be all about. And then once you're patched in, then I'm assume so. Is it kind of like one of those things too, when you're like, okay, now that you're a member, like you do have some responsibility. Like we do charity events, you've got to help out. You can't just be like, okay, I made it the first 90 days. I got my patch. Now I just pay some dues and I'm forever in. I'm sure that there's some probably requirements of, hey, you're going to have to put some work in too. This isn't just, pay some fees and be a member. So yeah.
Right.
Yep. But no, it sounds like, good stuff. Because I know a lot of us were like, I don't know anything about it,
I mean,
So, yeah.
I've loved everything I've ever done.
Right.
So
Exactly.
the initiation period, it's not like a college fraternity or nothing like that. There
is a 2 minimum event a year requirement.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yep.
So they're not going to make you say, okay, we're going to a charity bench proby. You got to put on a tutu and do something stupid, right? It's just getting to know people, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think is what Chief said. No fraternity type of
no, not absolutely not. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I got initiated one time. It took 6 weeks of physical, mental abuse, and no.
Oh wow. No. Not at all.
Yeah. We got a question here. Ray Smokey's got a question for you. He says, is there a ranking system beyond the patch?
Nice.
So I'm sure you have a president, vice president,
right?
Probably a treasurer in each chapter.
Yeah.
Just
I'm the captain of Ohio.
Okay. Gotcha.
And so, like Ron's the president of the East, so that's
Well, what about after you become a member? After my 90 days is up and I'm a member, I'm just a member, or how does that work?
there is a ranking system. Hold on, he's sending me. Captain, lieutenant, treasurer, and secretaries.
Gotcha.
And then
Gotcha.
members.
Oh, and sergeant of arms. Yes, those are the members.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay.
Right. Is there like a monthly or weekly meetings, or do you have get meetups and stuff like that, or
Bi-monthly
bi-monthly?
meetings. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not too hard to do.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Right.
I know that when I got approached by the guy was telling me that, and I can't even remember which beer club was it. I just remember the guy. He talked to me. He told me that the requirement were that you have to be respectful. They don't talk religion, talk politics, and no what's that over there? No hate. No racism. So that's as far as I know, because I was approaching. He just didn't go in details with me about why. He did mention to me about the the separation period, and then he did tell me that I guess you get what you put in. How much effort you put in on it, that's what you get. So
Right.
Yeah.
I'm probably pretty sure every one of the beer clubs has their rules of conduct. There's probably rules of conduct that you got to follow. I mean, it's pretty much protocol. Like, here are the protocols. You got to keep within these boundaries.
Yep.
If not,
Absolutely.
you're gonna be taxed. You're gonna get somebody's gonna have. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Like, we have no gender, politics, or religion.
Smart.
Right. So Smokey's got another one. He says, is having a beard a requirement? Because some guys that are into this, they can't grow a big beard, or they got, so.
Actually, we have a whiskerina category that we do where other ladies create their own beards.
That is the coolest thing, man.
Yeah,
Watching
it
them
is.
put them together.
Yeah, it is. What if you're a guy though, and let's say, because I know I've met some guys that just can't grow facial hair, like can't grow a beard, but if they wanted to be a part of it because they like doing charity stuff, and
Absolutely, there are
absolutely.
bylaws.
Gotcha.
There are bylaws.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Baker says there's no requirements. We have females in the club. That is so cool.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning a lot. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
Man.
It's really cool. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if I wanted to be a member and I didn't have a beard or maybe a mustache or no mustache, couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
I
could.
could.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Dude, I
Absolutely
like
good.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't know anything about beard clubs. I mean, we see stuff on Facebook and the guys are holding their flags and, having their meetings out in, wilderness and everything looks cool and the brotherly love and all that. But we had no clue about the clubs. I mean, we've seen the guys wearing the vests and, there's certain things on them. We don't know what they mean or anything, but maybe you can enlighten us on the patches or the back patch or things like that.
Like, some of the ones I have are on mine are charity patches that I bought at an event.
Okay. Right.
Or the ones that I have a purpose.
Okay.
Right.
So, everything that that I put on my vest or shirt or whatever I have, like I just upgraded to a vest. Um, we do all types of charity as well as not just beard comps, but we also do volunteering in the community as well.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
So I mean, we're all over the place.
Yeah. Did you wear that vest at the Buckeye Beard Battle? I don't think I remember seeing you.
No, I just did this like the very first place I wore it was at Dayton at the Scion. That was the very first time I wore it.
Okay. So I was going to say, I saw you in the vest there. Yeah.
That was the very first time I wore it.
Right.
Is there a place
And,
you're not allowed to wear your vest as a club member?
I'm not really sure.
That's a good question too, Ray.
Right, yeah.
Right. Yeah. See, like the only background I know, and it was kind of paralleled a little bit, was I was in a motorcycle club.
Okay.
So some of it is it's kind of reflective as like how the structure is and stuff like that, you know,
Yeah.
like for Ray, if he asked me this question when I was in the club that I was in, it was black shirt, black pants, black socks, black underwear. If you're wearing an undershirt, it's got to be a black shirt. It has to be black boots. We had what they call honoraries, which are retired members. If they come up to you and be like, "Hey, I'm going to do a black check," and you're not wearing black underwear, you get taxed. So
really?
I mean, yeah, it is like, yeah, it is. This is this and that's that. And if you're not, so I get what Ray's asking if there's specific attire.
Yeah. Apparently no. It's one of those you can wear it wherever you want and feel comfortable. We never wear a 3-piece patch.
Yeah. I was going to ask that because that probably keeps you out of a lot of trouble with everything else. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know if I could do that attire with all black, man.
Yeah.
I just don't like being told what to do, man.
You got to remember today too. I mean, that's more structure, representing your colors thing, you know. And
I don't know. I just don't get it, man.
That's a story. That's a story for a different time, Chief.
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah. But you know, it's really cool because I'm getting so like in my mind when I was thinking beard clubs, I was thinking one thing. And now after talking to you and seeing this, it's totally different. I think it's really cool that everything that you guys do is about charity and giving back to the communities. And I think, you know, with all that being said, is I think maybe like some of us content creators should be reaching out to some more of you, the club guys, and being like, hey, you know, is there anything we can get the word out on charity events that you're doing? Because we all like supporting charity. And if there's events coming up that you want us to get out there, I mean, I have no problem with that. I love supporting people, and especially if it's charity stuff. Chief's the same way, Bishop the same way. So, I mean, this is really cool that we're all connecting and networking because we all should be working together because we're all about the same stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're all charity focused.
Right.
I mean, that's literally all we're about.
Right.
Yep.
It kind of got you there, Chief.
I'm over it, man. 24 years of you telling me what to wear. Nobody's telling me what to wear now.
I mean, I get that. I get that. My grandfather was in the Navy. I understand.
Hey guys, big shout out to Baker because he's answering questions too as we talking.
Do you know Baker?
No, but I'm sitting here talking to old Red. He's helping me with this.
Tell him Chief said hi.
Yep. While Ball Baker's on here, man, once again, make sure to subscribe to Baker's channel. He's trying to make it to 50 so he can go live. He's a newer content creator, and he's got some awesome potential, man. We've been watching his stuff. So, guys, help a fellow brother out. Reach out to his YouTube channel. And hold on, I got the wrong one up. I put Chief and Bishop. Hold on. There we go. Chief's got enough subscribers. Baker right here. Hit up Mike Baker's YouTube and get some subscribers on him. He needs to get to 50 so he can go live.
Kay's got a good question.
Let me get up here. I believe it's this one. Let me see here. Whoop. Just curious where everyone's club's located.
They are literally all over. Like, there's some in, like I said, we're in the East, so there's some in Arizona, there's some in Texas, Louisiana. I mean, there is literally all over.
So let me ask you this question. Let's say that I am interested on finding out more about you guys' club. Where can I go to find out there's a chapter? Like, I'm from Oklahoma. There's a chapter closer. Do you guys have a website? Anywhere I can go to find out where?
Yeah, we're in 32 states and the UK.
Nice.
What about somebody that, like me in Ohio? I'm at the tip of West Virginia, PA, and Ohio. Where would I find the closest one to me?
You would be with us in Old Red.
Oh.
I do believe. Oh, no. We don't have a website yet.
Such prestigious company.
It's Facebook or contact Old Red.
Yeah. I'm friends with Red and you on Facebook.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. The meetup's probably 2 hours away, though.
Oh, yeah.
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 Might be something to consider, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio, Texas. Yep. Okay.
Yep. Sorry about that. Yep.
And West Virginia and Ohio are in the same region as well. Yeah.
Gotcha. I wonder if the West Virginia one would be better for me because, I'm really close to West Virginia.
Yep.
Okay. I like that, man. That's a lot of good information.
A lot of good info. I think we all read it. And if anybody wanted to, they could just reach out on the Facebook pages. If people see you, can they reach out to you, Tony? And
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, reach out to you. Yeah. And I know Baker's really cool guy. I know people reach out to him, but yeah, you know what? This is such great information. I got a better insight on everything, but I really appreciate you coming on the show, Tony. And
yeah, no problem.
If we can help you out, like getting the word out of any charity events, you got 3 of us here. We'll blast it out and help you out.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Brother
Bishop,
Amber.
you have anything? Yeah, Brother Amber will. Yep. Bishop, any last things before Tony heads out?
Man, I really appreciate it. You gave me more information than what I had when I started this. And that was one of my concerns of why don't I have I started the channel. That part intrigued me. And I think that's good. Helping out and the doing it for the charity. So I appreciate you coming out and giving us all this information because we didn't know we didn't know at all. We were
Right.
So really appreciate
no
it.
Problem.
Right. How about you, Chief?
Shooter, it's funny, man. We're all big in the beard community and we know a lot of people and a lot about the events coming up and we don't know squat about clubs.
Right.
That is so weird. And I want to appreciate you taking the time out to jump on here for a few minutes and kind of educate us and everybody in the comments about these clubs. And it's good to see that these big, scary bearded men are doing something for their fellow man. And it's really good.
I agree.
We try to do what we can.
Right. Right.
And I hope to see you in September and we'll all be there, Santa Tom included. And we're doing our little part for charity. We're building a shelf for the Tres Amigos. And
nice.
Jacob from Jacked Up Leather is going to put some leather work on it. And it's going to hold, what I say, 56 bottles of oil.
You better
Nice.
make it bigger, Chief.
I may,
All
maybe,
right.
but
Well. Let me tell you this: if Jacob's working on it, it may be just enough.
yeah, it's going to be dope.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So he's going to
Yep.
put his leather touch on it, and
Mhm.
the shelf's built, and we're going to do that raffle with the shelf, a bunch of stickers, all the oils that we talk about on Tres Amigos is going to sit on that shelf, and
Right.
Amber's going to do a big poster for us and just kind of talk about the shelf and where everything came from, and it's going to be nice. So if you go up
Yeah.
there, take a handful of dollar bills and shove in there. Maybe you'll win that shelf that
Right.
you,
Maybe.
Jacob,
Right.
and Tres
Hey.
Amigos put together.
Weirder things have happened.
Mm. Didn't you win the boots, Billy's boots last year? Somebody I know won Billy's boots.
No. What I mean is, I won 2 tickets, a hotel stay at the Marriott, $200 to go to WrestleMania 23.
Wow. 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 There we go.
You can't beat that.
Heck yeah. Never
No.
beat that. Yep. I'll tell you what, brother. Much love and respect to you, man. Reach out anytime.
Same to you.
Anytime.
And tell Ron we appreciate him answering the
We do.
questions behind the scene there, and
I will.
I'll see him hopefully in September too.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Good talking
Thanks
with you.
a lot, brother.
Appreciate you very much.
Take care, man. Alrighty, brothers.
Man, that was cool.
Yeah,
That was good
I
information.
learned a lot from that one.
Yeah.
Hey, Chief, you want to look at the chat? We haven't done a call out here in a bit.
Wow, there's a lot.
There is a lot. You want to
Send it.
start calling? All right, let's see. We still got we got Baker in here. We got Megan Walters. We got Kay, Ray Smokey, Coffee with Brewer. What's up, Brewer? We have Kilt Beer Company. I got a lot of Baker. A lot of people haven't commented, but Bane Blends, Bane Blends,
Bane Blends, yeah.
30 Spray J, Willie Trollinger, and let's see. We got 19 in here, but it looks like some people aren't talking, so that's all I got in the chat. But thank you all for being here. Please like and subscribe. Hit that like button for us. Help us out. But man, that was really cool, man. And I kind of like some of it I kind of understand because, like I said, in the club I was in, we had protocols. So it seems like some of the protocols are kind of mirrored. They're doing better things for mankind than what we were doing. Yeah. So that's a good thing. That's a really good thing.
Real quick, Bane Blends. The leather is going to be on the drawers, and right at the top, there's going to be an 1.5 inch by, I think, 26 inch. And it's going to have Jacob's hand tooling on it, and it's just going to look fabulous. That Jacob put his hands on it too. So it's going to be a big project that a lot of people are working on, and I hope it raises a lot of money from Combat to Kayaks for Mike's event in September. And you two guys are getting waxed, so that must you know what I think the shelf's going to raise more money than your waxing. I'll be honest with you.
Hey.
Wow, man. You see how he is? Wait a minute. Let's hold on a second. So let's back up. What was it? 2 weeks ago, Chief runs us over like with the bus, right? Boom.
Yeah.
There we go. We're gonna do this. And now tonight he's like, oh yeah. You know, you're not going to raise as much as the shelf. So see, he runs us over. Then the last week he built us up. He's like, man, you guys are gonna make a lot of money for charity. That's like, well, I don't know, maybe, you know. So, man,
it's a shameless plug. It was a shameless plug for the show.
You're supposed to be the fearless leader, Chief. You got to keep us built up, man. You got to keep building us up, man. So with that being said, I guess this should click around on the bottom. What would you pay? What would you donate to see Bishop and Dino get waxed?
That's a good question. That's a definitely good question.
About tree fitting.
Too.
Let me see here. Ray Smokey's got a question. I don't have an answer to this. To win, you have to be there in person. Are we talking about the with all the because I don't think you can buy tickets online. That's strictly an in-person thing. Yeah, you have to be there in person.
And what do they call that? I can't remember the name of it. Where you buy a boatload of tickets from the one person, then you drop, 1 in this one, 5 in
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
call that?
yeah.
What is that?
I think it's just a ticket drop. You just go a prize drop, ticket drop. Yeah, you just pick the ones you want. You just put your ticket in there, and
There's a name
yeah.
for it though. I don't remember.
Chiefs ticket drop. That's what I'm going with that.
Oh,
Chiefs ticket
Yep.
drop. There you go. Put it in whatever you want to try to win.
Hey, you
Yeah.
see that?
What's that?
Wow. 30 sprays at $100.
damn.
Man, Bishop,
I-
I think we're going to be doing more than one strip a piece, Bishop. Man,
yeah, that's incredible. Mm-hmm.
It
So
is.
we should actually do something where somebody donates, that it's in our core over here. We give them a shout out,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, yeah.
because there's going to be that thing on Mike's website where you can donate to.
I
Yeah.
agree with this. I agree with this. Chief is the bully who fooled you all, telling you he was the fearless. I'm telling you, man. How do you feel about that, Bishop? Did we get bamboozled?
I definitely agree.
Hoodwink.
Yep.
You
I
got
thought he-
hoodwinked.
Baker says there is a 50 in my wallet.
About tree fitty.
Tree 50.
Tree fitty. Hey, so I want to know something that nobody knows in here. Tell me something nobody knows about Dino.
You might have to have me go second because I got to think, because we've talked about so much stuff on here. I feel like I'm an open book, right? Like I don't have any secrets about myself, so I
Tell
got to
us
think about
something.
this one.
Okay,
I don't-
Bishop.
Yeah, I got to
Something
think about
nobody
this.
in the community knows about Bishop.
I got 7 kids. I have 7 kids. I got 1 girl and 6 boys.
Wow.
And I remember I drove trucks for 20 years. So 7 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were a busy young man, Bishop.
Yeah.
You were a busy young man. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Dino, do you think of anything?
I've kind of let all my skeletons out. I mean, I was a Detroit highwayman for about 6 months. I rode with, they were in Michigan. They're considered the biggest, baddest outlaw motorcycle club. So I did that. Not a lot of people know that about me. I try to keep that silent, but
Sure.
my thing is life's an experience, right? It's an experience. So, wait a minute. I wear pink, man. I wear pink. There ain't real men
That
wear
ain't it.
pink, man. Oh, what was it?
Ray,
Which one did I miss? Huh?
Ray Smokey.
Ray Smokey, what do you say? What do you say? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. What about Bearded Chief? What's something we don't know about you?
I used to
It
race
is.
dirt bikes,
Okay, yeah,
hair scrambles, GNCC they call it now.
right.
I always had old crappy bikes that barely ran,
Right.
so I raced those. I took karate for years. I got a black belt.
Nice.
I haven't done
Did you get it?
anything since.
Did you get it from Sears Roebuck?
Yes,
Yes,
it's shiny
yes.
black leather. Yes, matches
Yes,
my
yes.
shoes. It's got to match the shoes.
Right.
But yeah, I took kung fu, karate, taekwondo, took a whole bunch of stuff. Loved competing, and I really, really liked the weapons. But I think the best part was sparring, and just fertile little bugger. But
something
I liked fighting.
something that I remember you talking about that kind of I shouldn't say it surprised me. I just would have never guessed you're a big time in it was your RC cars. You're
Oh,
big
yeah.
time in RC cars. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you run a lot of those. Yeah.
I'm a grown up child.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Keeps you young, right?
Yeah. Couldn't afford them when you were a kid because, well, they sucked
No.
when you were a kid too.
Right.
These
Yeah,
ones
they
are
weren't
just so
good.
much better. So much better. But
Right. Well, since we're going down that, this is Monday Night Mayhem. So everybody in the chat, we talk about everything. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask away. All three of us are pretty much open books.
Yeah.
I have no problem talking about anything. But yeah,
I'd like to hear from the chat something we don't know about the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting.
yeah, let's see.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Free smoke. Wait a minute. Chief
Yeah.
cosplays Pokemon.
Every once in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, here
Yeah.
we go.
That's I would never imagine that, Chief, about the black belt and all that other stuff.
I was much younger then. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, Chief, if we knew each other when we were younger, if we lived around the same place, you and I would have been getting into trouble together.
We'd probably hate each other.
I don't know, man. Well, here's the thing. Before the heart surgery, I was a hardcore alpha male, right? I did things, and you're an alpha male, and a lot of times alpha males groove together because we're on the same plane, right? Because we understand each other, right? I think either we would have been doing time in prison together, or it would have been okay, but one of the two.
Yeah. Bane Blends, or I can't say that dang name. Blame Blends. Did I say it right?
Bane Blends, yep.
Yeah. Fellow military guy, Marine. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Crayon eater, he says. Yeah. Yeah.
What about this one? Baker says he was an altar boy for 6 years.
And no. Oh,
I was
let's see here.
for like 6 years.
Let me see. I think I missed something with Brewer. I think Brewer said something.
We know Brewer likes coffee.
No, he don't like coffee. I think he just pretends to like coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. He pulled it out. I like coffee. Yep. Renee says,
we're talking about things we don't know about each other and in the chat. So Renee, tell us something nobody knows about you. Okay, you too.
all right, Bishop, what's something else we don't know about you?
Well, I've been married 3 times. Well, I've been married twice. I got 3 baby mamas.
Nice.
There's a theme with you.
Let's see.
Before I moved to Ohio.
You were a bad boy?
My blessing.
You said you were a bad boy?
Yes.
In Ohio.
Yep.
Is it just an Ohio thing?
Yeah, it was an Ohio thing. Yes, trust me, it was an Ohio thing. I used to hang out with the wrong persons, and yeah. When I moving out of Ohio at that time, you saved my life.
Well, Santa Tom made a whole thing with Amber, a whole video with Amber and Kev about surrounding yourself with the right people, and it changes your whole mindset and everything.
Oh, man, that would be fun. I want to give a shout out on this, and Anthony's awesome. Anthony says he used to be alcoholic and drug addict for 20 years, been clean and sober for 15 years now. Anthony's also inspirational. I first kind of saw him on the Florida Boys grooming pages, and Anthony is always doing stuff for church groups. He's always doing church stuff. So yeah, awesome job, Anthony. To get back to you, Bishop, I was married for 5 months. I was married one time for 5 months. I should have been on the Jerry Springer show. So yeah, a lot of people are like, what? I'm like, yeah, I was married for 5 months. Didn't like it. Be gone.
Yeah.
Kick rocks. Yes. Yeah. So, but it should have been a Jerry Springer show. It was pretty crazy. Yeah. Yep.
Bishop, you a player.
Yeah. So I was married 14 years, and then I'm married for. We've been together for 10, married 9, and yeah, this will definitely be my last. I told her that too. We could get We will never get divorced. We will live separated in the same house, but we will never get divorced.
Right.
So
Let's do this.
Well, it's coming up on 35 for me and Mrs. Bearded Chief. And probably a lot of the people in here don't know. We got married in Scotland. My wife is from Scotland. She's from Rothesay, at the little island in Scotland. And yeah, we got married there, and just I was stationed there for, I want to say 4 years on a tender, submarine tender. And yeah, good times, beautiful country. I really miss it. Yes. Yes.
Awesome job, Ronnie. We got a first-time viewer. Loves the beards, fellas. Keep on keeping on, brothers.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 30 Spray J says, I used to sing in a choir. That's
Okay.
awesome, man.
Nice.
Let's see. Flamebeard says 84, not 87.
Better yet.
yeah, proud of you, definitely.
Dino saw his bank account drain so fast he kicked her to the curb. Oh man, you know what? It wasn't even that, dude. If I need a whole episode to talk about the Jerry Springer show. That could have been. It was bad.
He could have bought more Nike or Jordan.
I'll just tell you that. I'll tell you, she didn't drain my account. She got nothing, and she wasn't spending nothing. It was just all her extracurricular activities she was doing with my best friends. So we'll put it at that.
Friends, plural.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 2 of them. Yeah.
Okay.
But in typical alpha male chief fashion, I found out. I mean, I was a bodyguard, so I understand how to do detective work, right? And I approached both of them at different times. I said, "You have one chance to be a man if you don't tell me the truth." Because I told him, I said, at that point in my life, I was a different type of guy, right?
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, "You got to understand something. You see how ugly I am? I'm like, I ain't going to serve hard time in prison. Nobody's going to try to bend me over. I don't care." I'm like, "I'll just do you now." So they're like, no. So they're like, no, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. And they told me the truth. But yeah, it was 2 of them and whatever. But I'll tell you what, in the long run, it saved me because 5 months, I didn't have to pay anything. I actually filed. I got everything I wanted and I told her to kick rocks and she was gone. So, yeah. So, yep.
Like rocks.
Kick rocks. Travel on, trick.
Mm.
Yep.
Man, I got some BM stories. I'm not sure what that is.
Baby mama.
Oh.
Yeah. I played ice hockey, had a shot at playing juniors in Canada and as Florida kid, but I went in the Marine Corps instead. Hoorah! Yes. Yeah. Yep. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Yep.
See here. Look at this, Smokey. Smokey, I am far from pimping, man. I am far from pimping. I'm not pimping.
That's good to know, Renee.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Hey, this is the quick shout out to Renee. You see her drops? She got the black nectar.
That looks
Wow.
amazing.
Uh-huh. Yes, indeed. I'll tell you what, man. I am, I know we talk about this all the time, but man, all the women are just kicking it, man. They are kicking it in overdrive. They're all doing good. They're dropping new stuff. It's so great to see that because in this that is dominated by men, and these women are just coming out and they're shining bright, man. And that is super cool. I think that's awesome. Love seeing it,
And the support they're getting is really, really good.
Right.
Yep.
Something that somebody doesn't know about. When I was 18, I wanted to go in the military. My grandfather actually retired from the Air Force. He was in the Air Force. He was a military man. He did 2 or 3 tours in Vietnam. He did work something with bomb disposal for a while. But anyway, he did
EOD.
ordnance and all sorts. Yeah, EOD. He did that and some other stuff. But so when I graduated high school, I'm like, you know what? I want to follow some footsteps. I want to go in the military. And the problem was that was in 92. And that was around the time where they were very selective. So I had flat feet. So they're like, you can't go in. I'm like, I'll sign a waiver. They're like, well, here's the other problem. You're the only male in your family. I'm like, I'll sign a waiver. They're like, it's two, man. They're like, that's two whammies. We can't take you. And I'm like, come on, take me. It's the Air Force. Like, I'm not, well, like, because I wanted to go into firefighting in the Air Force. That's what I want, because I was already into firefighting. But they're like, no, we can't take you, man. Flat feet, and you're the last of your namesake. So, nope, sorry. And I'm like, yeah. So I was pretty crushed. I really wanted to. I wanted to serve my country because my grandfather and my great uncles, three of them died storming the beaches in Normandy. My great uncles. Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, I wanted to follow it, but I couldn't. They wouldn't let me. So, yep.
My grandfather was 101st, 82nd, 17th, and he flew on those gliders.
Wow.
Yeah, the one-shot plane where they just, and that plane's done.
Right.
Get out. It's done.
Right.
No.
Right.
No.
So
Right.
it's funny you guys talking about that because my grandfather yesterday turned 91, and
Wow.
he was a military guy, and I saw him yesterday, and we talk about mental awareness, and I mean I'm real close with him, and I just saw him talking. I video chat with him yesterday, and when the conversation started, he didn't recognize me. Then that shocked me, like oh. But
Right.
then I started thinking about it. I mean, he's 91. You know what I mean? He's 91. And he looks really good for 91. So
Right.
I'm happy I got to talk to him, and how many. There's a lot of people out there cannot say my grandfather just turned 91. So
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, growing up, like I've had I know you have, Chief, and probably you too, Bishop, is meeting some guys that were World War II vets. I'm gonna tell you what, man, those guys were cut from a different cloth, man. The toughness that they were, like, some of the stuff they told me about that they had to endure in World War II, and you're like, are you kidding me? Like, just tough. I mean, some of the stuff, just my God, man, I can't believe you had to do that, and as tough as they were, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Did I tell you about Carl Brashear's funeral at Little Creek, Virginia?
You told me that you had went to it. You right?
Holy!
Because you went to
I
it,
was
right?
based at Little Creek. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
You couldn't park anywhere. That whole base was full of cars. I've never seen anything like that before.
Right.
Yeah.
He was, yeah, such inspiration. Some of those guys that you see, how inspiring they are, I've never cried at a movie before
Right.
until I was at the Chris Kyle movie, American Sniper, right?
Yeah.
And at the end, where
Yeah.
they were showing that funeral
Yeah.
procession, I have never been to a movie
Nobody got
where
up.
everybody
Yep.
was sitting there and they were
Yep.
crying. It was just like I never seen, like, I never have seen that before.
Yeah.
It was like, my God, yeah, something else.
Usually the credits start rolling and people get up and start leaving.
Right. Everybody was,
Nobody
like,
moved.
glued to it. Yeah, it was glued to it, yeah.
funny
You know
story to that. On the this part is not in the movies, but that thing where they show the flag, and most of that,
Yeah.
but all of that is true story video.
Mhm.
So
Right.
when that happened in Texas, I was driving trucks. That was my second year of driving trucks at that time. And when they were coming on the CB radio, back then you used the CB radio a lot. They were talking about it. I didn't know who it was at that time, but they were talking about it. The whole thing stopped. I mean, both sides of the highway, or the I-35
Right.
interstate, every highway. I mean, it stopped. You see all the truckers, and they it was pretty cool because all the truckers had the lights flashing, for respect and all that, and that was pretty.
Right. Something I guess I could tie into this. I mean, it's pretty much common knowledge what's going on, but Florida Boys is gonna do that Red Friday.
Mhm.
Have you heard about that? Have you heard
Yep.
about that? So, it's not out yet. I think he said he's getting labels in hopefully this week, but it'll only be available on Fridays. And I can't remember how much he said from each sale, but he teamed up with Dustin Bunch. So he's going to be donating to that charity. So that's pretty cool that he's given, it's a Red Friday thing for the vets, and he's donating to Dustin Bunch. So, but it will be only
America
you can,
strong.
yeah, America Strong, and you can only buy this on Fridays. That was kind of like the key thing to it. And I believe he said every 3 months he's going to switch the scent profile. So it'll be a new scent profile every 3 months. So yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool and interesting coming out. Yeah.
So, change gears. You ever run from the police?
So, um, so in a professional aspect, I did run from the cops a couple times, not because we were running away, because um, on the job, on a security detail, things got bad and I wasn't waiting to stand around with the cops because I had to get my client out of there because I had to get that client out of there. They weren't providing the protection. It was bad. Things were going bad, really quick. And they're like, "You can't go nowhere." I'm like, "See you later." And I grabbed the client. We got in the car and I took off. So technically, I guess I kind of ran away from the cops in a way because they're like, "You're gonna stay here," blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, we're out of here." But I never got in any trouble doing anything and running away.
Bishop.
I have. Which
too.
time? Twice I remember. Oh man, I was young. The first time I was, I think, 18, and then we were doing illegal drag racing, and I had a fast car. They couldn't catch me until I blew a tire, and then I got caught. But that happens. It was fun.
Lessons learned. Lessons
Yeah.
learned by better tires.
Now, would I do that again? Nope.
So,
Let's just say when I got to the police station, I had a few bruises. Well, Aaron, I guess.
they messed you up good.
Yeah.
So they caught you.
I got caught.
Oh,
So me and my dad ride motorcycles, and my first bike had a turbocharger on it. So
yeah.
what parent lets their kid have a turbocharged crotch rocket when they're 16? I don't know, first of all. But me and Pop are going up Washington Street. It's a nice long hill, and there's a little median in the middle. And it's just one of those things at the red light, he's going to go and I'm going to go. And we rip up this hill it's just the one place that we get out of control. And we're ripping up this hill. And here comes a cop down the other side, and the lights are going on. So dad motions like this. So I'm keeping up with him. And as soon as we got to the first place to take a right, we ducked behind, I think it was Bob Evans, and the cop right up past there. And I was like, that's really great to show your kid. You know what I mean? Just and he knew all the cops anyhow, so it was kind of weird. We should have just pulled over, but he's like, let's go.
Hey, did he tell you? Don't tell your mom.
You know what? That always worked for me. Don't tell your mom. Okay.
Don't tell your mom. Yep.
But listen, my son's a narc. I take him to my buddy's house when he was real young. I think he might have been I don't know, 7, 8 years old. And we're at my buddy's house, and he brings out this 22. I think it was like a cricket or something. And I'm holding the rifle for him, and we're shooting at this target, and he's having a ball, man. And I said, "Hey, son, look at me. Don't tell your mother. Look at me." He's like, all right. Don't tell your mother. As soon as that door went, Mom, yeah, dimed me out in a heartbeat. Can't trust him. You can't trust him.
Oh boy.
So, what else is on the docket, Captain?
Well, I can tell you the craziest security gig I ever got hired to work.
Was it Mini Kiss?
No, was not Mini Kiss. So I had some business partners that lived in Washington State, right? So different time zone, right? So I get a call at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, "Dino, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Sleeping, man." you think I'm doing?" Right? He goes, "Pack your stuff. We're gonna be gone for a week. We just got a contract." I'm like, "Okay, where are we going?" He goes, "Your ticket's gonna be at Detroit Metro. You're flying out to Vegas." He goes, "We'll meet you down there in Vegas." And I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "What's the gig?" He goes, "We'll tell you when we get there." Right? So I pack everything up. I think I had to be at the airport at 7 in the morning. So I literally had like an hour to get up, get ready, dressed, get out there and do all my stuff. So I get there, get on the flight to Vegas. They pick me up and I'm like, all right, man. So what are we doing? Who are we protecting? What's going on? He goes, well, we got hired to do the exotic dancer porn star convention at Caesars. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. So this week we're working this convention. I'm like, okay. So yeah, so for the week, the first 3 days are not open to the public. The weekend opens up, it's fanfare, right? So we get in there, we do our pre-detail stuff. Well, Budweiser's the big sponsor, right? So for the first 3 days that we're there, and it's drink all you want for free for the first 3 days, right? Dude, we get hammered these first 3 days. And in Vegas, they have the breathalyzers on the wall. Like, you come up and, like, take a straw. Yeah, they have them. You get 25 cents, and he'll tell you your BAC, right? So I think all of us were, like, legally dead, like, 4 or 5 times over, right? So here comes finally the weekend day, right? So I get out there, I'm up and running. So we're kind of like this group that we're with that we got hired from, they're giving us who are people that we gotta watch, right? So they're like, "Dino," like, "Yeah." They're like, "You got Jenna Jameson today." I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "Okay." Her agent comes up and they've got a photo book. They hand me and they're like, I'm like, "What's this?" You're like, "This is her stalker."
Oh,
And she had a really bad female stalker. And I'm like, "Listen, I am not going to be able to memorize what this chick looks like in like this in 15 minutes." I'm like, "Trust me, I'm not going to let nobody near her. I'm going to take care of it." But yeah, I had to walk her around the first day, and then so you win the lottery one day, and then the next day it's like, "Oh, guess who you're walking around? Who's that? Ron Jeremy." I'm like, yeah. So yeah, so it was pretty crazy. 3 days of all sorts of nonsense. The funniest thing was there was a girl who was stupid endowed, right? So they look at me and they're like, "You're working her today, and she's doing a dance routine." I'm like, "Okay." They're like, "You gotta go help put the spacecraft together." I'm like, the what?" So she had this spacecraft that she would pop out of, right? Because she would dress up like an alien, spray herself, and I'm like, so I'm back there trying to figure out how to put this stupid like spaceship together so she can pop out of this thing. I'm like, where in my contract does it say that I build stuff like this, you know?
Right?
So we're all
yeah.
back there, we're building this thing, and then it's like, well, since you guys are here and you're pretty big, you got to carry her out on stage. Oh, okay. Like, okay, whatever. Thank God you're paying us lots of money and it's all good, because if not, I'd be like, but yeah, I mean, just some of the stupid things we had to do down there was like insane. So that was my first big security contract that I worked as a bodyguard. So it was pretty crazy.
So you met some pretty. Ooh, I just kicked my
Yep.
table. You met some pretty famous people. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Um, I got to see Bob Hope's last USO special in London, England.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I actually
Mhm.
ran into Latoya Jackson. I was walking back to
Nice.
the bus, and her like a Sprinter van, but it wasn't a Sprinter van back then. So it was parked up on a sidewalk, and she come down these steps. So there was like just a little bit of room for her to walk down the steps. And I was like, "Oh my God, it's Latoya!" Talked to her for a second. I was all starstruck. But yeah,
Right.
really cool show. And probably a lot of people in the chat don't know who Bob Hope is, but
Right. Right.
I've said that before, and people at work are like, "Who's Bob Hope?" And I'm
Right.
like, "Oh dear God,
Right.
there's no hope for humanity. You don't know who Bob Hope is."
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I've always learned too, like I've met some really cool celebrities working. I've had some funny times with them. I was actually working the front door of a nightclub, and it was during the Pistons playing for the championship, right? And the nightclub I was working at was a five-star club, and we had a bunch of NBA players there, right? So at the end of the night, I'm out the front door, I'm chilling, and it's 1:45. and that's last call, 2:00 we close. Well, Scottie Pippen is standing out the front door with me, chilling, right?
Nice.
So I'm sitting there, and this dude comes up, and I'm like, hey man, we're closed. Like it's 1:45. Last call's already been called. You can't come in. And he starts, mouthing at me, and I'm like, dude, you can't come in, right? Well, anyway, the guy tries to like get past me and come in, so I spin him. I put him in reverse naked choke him out, put him down. Well, next thing you know, I got cops flying up, right? And they're yelling at me because they think I just assaulted
Sure.
some customer, right? Scottie Pippen, man, looks and he goes, he done told this guy 5 times he couldn't come in. He goes, I saw him 5 times. He goes, what do you want him to do, man? So they were like, oh my God, Scottie Pippen is telling us the story guy. So they take that guy away. And then Scotty looks over at me and goes, that was cool, man. Can you do it again? I'm like, well, if somebody gets stupid, I can, but I met a lot of cool people doing what I did. I didn't become rich and a millionaire like I planned to, but I got to experience a lot of stuff that normal people don't. And it was a fun time,
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Good night.
Yeah.
Probably the next down, I would say, I seen Bill Clinton came down for Hurricane Andrew relief. We were down there for the cleanup. I think I told you about that fiasco when Hurricane Andrew hit, and we were out to sea and had to turn around.
Right.
They loaded the ship up, and then we went down, and it was like 50 feet away, but yeah, that was kind of cool to see Bill Clinton.
Right.
Yeah.
Chief, you want to give some shout outs in the room? We got some new people in here, I think.
Oh, I see Alan's Lawn Care. Hey, Baker. Baker's probably at work.
Right.
Ray Smokey. Yeah.
Chris.
Coffee with Brewer. Hey, what's going on?
Mixed breed.
Yep. Born Bearded. Thanks for joining us. Finest. True North. And I think that's about it. I can see right now, unless I scooch this down. Oh, yeah. Yep. Good group of folks in here today. Thank you all.
So how about this, Chief? I always ask about music on the other show, but let me ask you guys this. What was your most favorite concert you went to? What one do you remember? You're like, man, that was it. That was the best concert I ever went to. You could remember everything about that day, everything about the show. It just blew your mind away.
I'm supposed to remember everything about the concert, dude. You know how the concerts go.
But I mean, you can be like, yeah, I remember it being awesome. I remember that day. I remember the lead up to it. Like everything was just perfect about the day. The show was great. You had a great time.
Jelly Roll, I think, was probably my favorite because me and my daughter went, and it was just nice daddy-daughter day, and the sun was out, and it was just a perfect day. And man, Jelly Roll's a hell of a performer. But I think, though, if I had a choice, I would like to be in a small jazz club with Erykah Badu, and the whole place is full of cigar smoke and fedoras and just some cool cats laid back smoking cigars, drinking some cognac. Dude, that would be awesome with some Erykah up on a real close stage, like she's like 10 feet away. That would be awesome. I'd lose my mind.
Right. Well, hopefully she's watching, so she'll do that for you, Chief.
Erykah Badu's watching, you think?
Sure.
No.
Monday Night Mayhem is getting large, Chief. Come on, man.
It is.
Come on.
Right.
Yeah, it's getting super huge. Erykah Badu's watching.
What about you? What about you, Bishop? What was your favorite one?
I don't remember any concerts at all. But
oh man, that's funny.
I got a quick celebrity story. Driving.
Sure.
One of my driving highest. I was holding a low flatbed, and I had a car in there, and it was a Corvette, right? It's a red Corvette, and I mean, all I had to do was drive, park the trailer. They have people in there wrapping it. I mean, this thing was better wrapped than a Christmas gift, right? I mean, wrapped it. They took pictures, and I just delivered it. And then it was in Chicago. I was like, hey, this big old parking lot, and I said, hook it. Just they drove it out. It was a Corvette dealership for just big expensive cars. I pull up, drop the trailer, they unhooked it. As I'm hooking up, I'm leaving, man. Michael Jordan probably about 1,000 feet for me. That car was for him. I didn't even know that. That was my
Wow.
coolest. That was on the night. I think it was on 90. It was on the night. It was on the. It was on. It was he. I think it was in 2000. Oh my! I want to say 2009. 2009. But I wouldn't guess anything because it didn't have. I mean, it was just red, but it was parked there, and all I'm guessing it was probably that was his for him. But you see him, I mean, you could recognize him, the bald head. He looked just like a golfer, just coming by with a cigar, just driving. I was like, man, I was starstruck. But I
He
always
got
think
into the
that
Corvette.
yeah, it was already parked. I was leaving, and he just come out and just looking on it. He got out, and I called my ex-wife, my wife at that time. I said, "You will not believe this. You will not believe this." I said, "I just delivered this Corvette, and Michael Jordan got on it." She goes, "Did you ask for an autograph?" I know, but it was just the coolest thing, man.
I've been in a
So,
Corvette before, and I'm only 6'2", and it's a tight squeeze.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So I think this thing was. I mean, it had to be custom made. You know what I mean? Because it was not. It was tip top. The convertible on it. I mean, it was the way it was wrapped. I never seen something like that. I mean, they had plastic wrap on it, and then they had their own plastic, and then I had to put my tarps on
right,
it. But it was just they won't let you touch it. They did. I mean, the only thing I did is secure the tires. They wrapped it.
right,
But for me, part of the job make it easy. But
right.
that was
I'm still trying to imagine him squishing into a Corvette. That's crazy.
Baker, sometime later, sometime other show or something, remind me to tell you some Ted Nugent stories. I used to work for the radio station that he owned in Detroit. I had his sponsored drag car, so I got some Ted Nugent stories.
Oh my goodness, you're a legend, dude.
I do. You know what? I was always at the right place at the right time. I always tell people like, "You're this and that." I'm like, "Dude, I'm an opportunist, man. Like, I see an opportunity, I took it, and I was always doing stuff." Um, I will tell you my favorite concert ever. I actually went to the Kiss convention in Detroit, and it was really cool because you got to meet Kiss before they played acoustically. That was like my favorite one. It was awesome. I got the best advice ever from Gene Simmons that day. So Gene Simmons is kind of like Fonzie, right? He's that
Yeah.
cool rock star, right? Now, Gene is very cool and he'll talk to you when hot chicks aren't around, right? When hot chicks come around, then it's totally different, right? So I remember we're sitting there and I must have talked to him for like 10 minutes. When I first met him, I'm like, "How you doing, Mr. Simmons?" And he's like, "What'd you just call me?" I'm like, "Mr. Simmons." And he goes, "My name's Gene. You can call me Gene." So we talked for a while. He likes Greek cookies. We were talking about some Greek stuff and all that. So anyway, a bunch of hot chicks come walking up, right? And this one, she thought she was all it. And she's like, Gene, what kind of women do you like?" And he's like, looking. And he's like, and she goes, no. What kind of women do you like? Because she was trying to, get with him. And he goes, let me tell you this. Women are like a buffet. Just because I see everything spread out in front of me doesn't necessarily mean that I eat everything. And it goes right over her head, right? And I'm just sitting there going, oh God, right? Because I know how this is going. Well, then he's got his pen and it drops on the ground. And he's like, where'd my pen go? And I'm like, it's on the ground right there. And he goes, I'll be back. I'm like, okay. He goes to the back, he gets another pen, he comes out and he goes, if I can give you one bit of advice to live by. I'm like, so, we're all like, ooh, what's this advice? He goes, never, and I mean never, go down for anything. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. So he was a
Solid.
trip. Yeah, he was a trip, man, but he was really cool. But that was probably my favorite day. I got to meet him, members from Kiss, and then they played acoustically. So that was really cool. It was right before they did that MTV Unplugged.
Mm.
And we're in Detroit. And he saw my Kiss tattoos and all that. And he goes, if you can make it to New York for the Kiss convention, he goes, you should probably make it there. So my buddy Gary and I were like, man, let's try to get there. Well, we weren't able to, and that was when they did the Unplugged, and the other 2 original members came out, and that's what started the reunion tour. I'm like,
Dang,
you know what I mean? But yeah, I couldn't make it to Detroit. We couldn't swing the money. The convention tickets were expensive, so we're like, yeah, we can't make it. But
man.
yeah. Yep.
Hey, you know who we got on the show Thursday?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Flamey Beard.
Flamey
Flamey Beard. I heard
Oh,
she
okay.
had the best comment ever, Chief. She had the best
She
comment
did.
ever, didn't she?
I
Yeah,
think I
yeah.
just threw up in my mouth was her comment. It made me laugh so hard.
Right. That's gonna be a fun time. That's gonna be a
Yeah,
fun
yeah,
time.
yeah. We're
Right.
gonna have a good time. You know, we've been completely bypassing beard talk the whole show.
Uh, all right, Chief. It's your turn. Beard talk. What would you like to talk about?
So, what did I have in? Oh, I had the black licorice in last night. I can't get enough of that stuff, man.
Dude, I know. Like, I'll tell you what. Like, so this week I'm reviewing True North, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is I wear oil during the day with liquid butter, and then at nighttime I use the poured butter.
hmm
And I gotta tell you what, man, they have got some awesome poured butter, man.
Yeah.
That stuff. I used 100 last night. It's that citrus profile on it. Man, I'll tell you what, that stuff smelled good. Woke up, my beard felt really, really good this morning. So they've got some really good butter, man.
That
Some really good.
100. I
Mhm.
think you and I were talking about getting online when it dropped,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you gave me a message, hey, 10 minutes or
Right,
something like that, and I was like,
right,
cool. And I
right.
got on, and maybe a
Gone.
minute or two late, it was gone.
Yeah, that stuff got swooped up quick, man. And
Man,
I know their St. Patrick's Day drop that they did Sunday, their St. Patrick's Day stuff,
I was
and the
working.
yard sale, it sold out. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
they
working. Yeah.
they're almost, what they kind of remind me of? True North is starting to remind me of. I mean, they do more drops than Valhalla, but Valhalla's the same way. Like if he's like, "Hey, I'm dropping this night at this time," dude, I forgot by like 15 minutes last time. Dude, I couldn't get a deodorant. I
Yep.
couldn't get a soap. I couldn't get anything. It was all gone. I'm like,
Yep. That soap
damn.
is really good, dog.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
makes good soap. But yeah, it seems like more people are starting to gravitate to these companies. They're understanding that these small batch companies, like, hey, they make good stuff, and if you want it, if there's something you want, you better get on there because they're selling out, man. All of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Black licorice, and there's nothing else in there. It's just black licorice by True
right.
North.
Krampus night.
Krampus Night. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Krampus Night. And if you like black licorice and nothing else, get that one. And it's funny. I've used more of the butter than I have the oil.
Have
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
I like it at night. I'll put it
Right.
in, and if I breathe through my mouth, I can
You
almost
can smell.
taste like licorice.
Right. Yeah,
I,
because I actually used it. I used that one time, the butter, and I was like,
mm,
man, this stuff is really good. But the crazy thing is what's the price point on the butter? Is it like $20 for
23, I think, for
23?
four
4
ounces.
ounces, man. 4 ounces. You get like a lot of butter, man. I mean, that's cheap, man. 4 ounces for $23. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Normal
Tara's in
company is
here.
what, $20 for 2 ounces, right?
Yeah,
22.
20 bucks for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
that's what I was
actually
gonna.
Mhm.
Tara's here. They have.
Yep.
I mean, she's on point on everything. Great customer service, man.
Right.
Gotta give them that. I mean, great customer service.
Right. Something else I was gonna tell you guys, I got a product in by True North. I used it last night for the first time. Have you seen they got face wash?
I have seen it. I got to get some. Yeah.
I did a reel on it today, but I'm gonna tell you what, man, it really like this is gonna sound weird, but my face felt super clean after that.
Refreshed.
I lathered up, put it on, and it felt like clean. Like I was like, wow, this stuff worked really good. So I'm gonna be that's gonna be my rotation now. Every night I'm gonna use the face wash.
Yeah.
I really liked how I felt after I used it.
Are
Yep.
you using a regular washcloth just on your hands?
I
One of
just
those glove things?
So I got my hands wet, put it in there, lather it up, and I just used my hands and did it. And then I used a washcloth, the wet washcloth to wash it off. I did that for the video, so I did it in the sink, but I'll be doing it in the shower from now on. So I'll just get it and then I'll just spray it off, But I liked it, man. It really did make my pores seem like everything was refreshed and clean. I liked it. Yeah.
So you're Greek. I'm Greek. I get oily here and here. Does that
Yes,
take that oily like sheen off?
it does.
Okay.
That's what. So it, like I said, it really like because I before I did, I'm like, okay, because I'm the typical. I mean, you feel kind of oily, and then when you do that, you're like, oh, there's like no oil, it's gone. Yeah,
Right.
so that was really cool. I liked it. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Very good.
Have a good night, Kilt. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to try that black licorice. Definitely.
Yeah.
You know,
It's very strong, and
you
it's
know who
100% IFRA. Yeah.
you know who else likes the black licorice? Ray Smokey. He put something up. Ray Smokey likes the black licorice too. Yeah.
I like the taste of it too. So, like I said, when you breathe in through your mouth, you can
Yeah.
taste it.
Right.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yep. This is something we should address because a lot of people don't get it, but Indianapolis is like the black hole when it comes to USPS. So I've had packages, and I use the shop app, so I'm always getting updated where my packages are. And I always cringe when I see it. Oh, it's in Indianapolis. I'm like, no, because I know that it's probably a 4 to 5 days until it moves out of Indianapolis to start coming to me. So yeah, Indianapolis is and I also heard there's another hub in Georgia. I don't think it's Atlanta, but I think it's another hub that people are having problems with too. So there's 2 hubs that are having, like, big issues because I know that, like, because I was talking to a maker the other day, and, she had some people reaching out like, "Hey, my stuff's stuck in Indiana, blah, blah, blah," and it's like, well, once you ship it, it's not your fault, So I think people gotta realize that
Yeah.
USPS is having some problems. I mean, once it goes from the maker's hands to shipping, there's nothing they can do about
Yeah.
that, you just have to be patient,
Yeah.
hopefully it shows up within the next week is what I'm always kinda like, well, hopefully it shows up within 5 days because, they have lots of problems there. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
not only if you know is because I just had a box for my company. It's called Big Dog Beer Company. He just sent me a big box. That box made it here, and it was destroyed. I mean, it
Ooh.
looked like a soccer with it. He goes, I couldn't do a opening video, so I ended up doing a video on my desk. I trying to do the best I could for it, and it turned out pretty good. But yeah, it's not only that. I noticed too that um, on the weekends is the worst.
Yeah.
If he's stuck in there on Friday or Thursday, yeah, it's not coming out until like Monday.
You know you know why I'm so patient, though, is because whenever you order a Dixon flannel, it takes, like, 2 weeks to get to you anyway, so I just kinda like, "Oh, they're having Dixon problems." So whatever.
Yeah. Yep. And it's beard oil. You can wait a couple days.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if those are my new Jordans that I just ordered and I'm trying to get it, man, there's gonna be a problem, man.
Oh, come on. They're
You
just
know?
shoes. You got 30 pair behind you.
Man, they aren't just shoes, man. They be like, come on, man. Like, I gotta get them in. I gotta be wearing them. I gotta
Yeah.
see what I'm gonna be doing.
All right,
Yep.
Dino. I got a question for you, Dino. So
Uh-oh.
I know you got shoes back there. If they, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but is there, does you have a pair that you have only wear once and that's it?
So honestly, you want the honest answer? You guys are gonna laugh at this. So I got into the shoes. I started buying stuff, and then see, I won't wear them in winter because I don't want the salt to get to them. So these shoes
Okay.
back here, there's probably 12 pairs that have not been worn yet because I'm like, I don't want to get them screwed up with the salt and with the snow. But, and then you get shoes where you're like, okay, look at like those yellow ones on top, right? I'm like, they're cool, but now I got to find a shirt to wear with them, right? I got
Yeah.
to match something. But now that I got the safety green beanie from True North, I'm like, I got that, and I've got another shirt I can wear. So, it's all about planning it out, Bishop, So, yeah.
You got to match your shoes with your belt,
Got
with your hat.
got to match, man. And see, it's much easier now with the haircut, right? So now I don't really have to worry about hats so much, because if I don't have a hat that matches, I'm like, see, I can just do my hair, man. It's all good. Gray goes with everything, right?
Yeah. So what do you wear every day for shoes?
Right now,
Yeah, what
I've
do you wear
got
every day?
some Brooks running shoes, some Hoka's. I got like 4 pairs of like running shoes that I wear. So I got Hoka's and Brooks. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just wear those. But when the weather breaks, I'll be able to wear my other stuff. But yeah.
Yeah.
If Baker got a good question.
What's that? What did Baker? Where's it at?
It's up.
I'm trying to find it.
It's up.
Oh, do you guys ever come across scent you didn't like in bottle? Did you put in beer? Yeah.
Yeah.
La.
Yeah. Or one that smells completely different in bottle. And I learned
Right.
a long time ago, you got to let it air out and get it in the beard, and then the scent changes. But I think the first one that I had that I was like, this doesn't smell too good was flannel, bearded squirrel. This was a long time
Mhm.
ago. I was like, man, this doesn't smell real good. And then once I got it in the beard, I was like, wow, very floral, very flannel like. I was like, this is dope. So
I had
yeah. And I
I
mean,
got
we
a
all get a box in, or a package in. And the first thing we do is take a smell. That's the first
Right.
thing we do. But yeah, there's been a couple you're like, meh, until you get them in beard,
you put them on and then you're like, wow. Yeah, that happened to me a couple
or
of times.
rub a little bit on your hand, and yeah,
Right. Right. I had one. Mad Donkeys just sent me a scent A and a scent B. I
I
don't know
got
if
an
they
A
are,
and a B. I got
and
an A
I'll
and a
tell
B.
you what. I smelled B first.
Yep.
I was like, and then I smelled A. I was like, I don't know. These are kind of like, dude, I put scent A in.
Mhm.
My God. I was like, yeah, I liked it. But I told him, when I talked to them, I said, listen, I like them both.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this, Chief. I think what they did is, I think the forward on the A is the back on the B. I think all they did was, yeah. I'm like, listen, I think they're both good. I really like them, but to me, I like the A. If I could only have one, I'd like the A, but I'm like, they're both good, but I really liked the A. I was like, man,
Man,
yeah,
we're completely different because I put A
really?
in first, and then I put B
Uh-huh.
in the second day,
Right.
and I was like, I think I like B a little bit
Do
better.
ya? Yeah,
So we're
yeah.
completely different. I mean, I'm gonna have
But
to go
but
back and revisit it for at least another.
but I will tell you this though, I would wear either of them.
Oh yeah,
I think like A just nudged it. So with me, I liked A because it seemed like the spiciness came out first, which I liked. I'm like, wow, boom, and then it mellowed. But I would wear either one of them. I thought they were both great.
yeah,
You know, I really did.
yeah.
Yep.
I got some samples from Renee that
Yeah.
for a scent she was creating a long time ago, and I still go
Yeah.
back and I
Yeah.
wear those
Right.
testers. I'm like, man, all of
Yeah.
these are so good. How do you pick just the one?
That's my
Right.
problem. How do you choose? How do you choose?
Yeah,
You know?
Right.
I guess if 30 people say pick A, then you're going to go with
Yeah.
A.
Right.
Right.
Though, with that one though, like, because they kind of smell so differently because they're reversed.
Yeah,
You could actually do 2 drops of
two
that. I mean,
different.
I wouldn't do them at the same time, but you could do 2 different drops because they're both that good.
Yeah,
I really thought they were good. But, the only time I've ever, like, really the ones that really kinda caught me off guard, a couple, were foodie scents. I had a couple foodie ones where I'm like, "Man, but I'm like, "You know what? I'm gonna put it in beard," and I put it in beard, I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah." It mellowed and it smelled good, but yeah, those I've had a couple that were like that when it came to that.
well, that coffee chocolate one really threw me from.
Yeah.
Help me out.
For Wicked? No, the coffee.
Dang it, they were on our show a long time ago.
Um, I thought so. Let me see who has the coffee and the chocolate ones. They were
Dang it.
Not
That's
not Mad Donkeys, right? Not Mad Donkeys. Um, not Small Time.
no.
Not Small Town. So I know the one that kind of threw me was the one from Wicked Wednesday. She had that one that was chocolate and
Yeah.
kind of coffee. But yeah,
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. Yeah. That one. Yeah, you really liked it. Forge something, Iron Forge or
Iron
something like
Forged,
that.
yeah.
Iron Forge. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a hit of coffee hard
Mhm.
in your face for about 5 hot minutes.
Right.
And usually coffee's going to be around and it's going to stay around, but it morphs really well.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. Yep. Yeah. What's funny is another one I get kind of scared about when people like, hey, I've got one I want you to test out. I get nervous with cherry. The reason why is because
Synthetic.
yeah, you get sometime and they smell like medicine, the
Yeah.
medicated cherry.
Cough drops.
Yeah, so it's
Mhm.
kind of hard to get a good cherry that doesn't smell like that cough syrup or Hall's cough drops. So
Yeah.
yeah, that I get kind of
Maraschino.
scared sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah. Maraschino cherry juice would be nice.
right.
Remember you guys were talking about Cervantes got a real good cherry one.
Oh,
Yes,
super.
he does. Yes, he
It's
does. Yep.
bright cherry, very bright cherry.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Hmm.
Yep. Yep.
So do you guys have tried key lime pie one? Yeah.
From
Mm.
So
who?
many.
I have.
Okay.
I have
So
one. I only have
I've
one.
been talking to. He's in here in our chat. Bain Blends
Hmm.
and great customer service. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for a package from him, and then I'm trying a key lime pie for the first time from him. So I'm
Right.
excited about that. I don't, kind of never tried one like that before. So it's opening my spectrum on it, right?
Right.
I was talking
I
to
have.
Bane once last week, and he's got the foodie scents coming out. I don't know if he's still in here or if they're out on the website right now because I'd like to try the foodie ones.
Right.
From Flaming, yeah,
Bane
they
blends,
they
yeah.
do that on the website. Yes,
Oh, it's up. Okay.
yeah, that's what I just ordered. Yeah, I just got an order from him.
Right.
Yeah, I
So
appreciate it, man. Man, another one I've done told you. Have you ever? And it happened to me twice. So I got my second order from Simo Oil, and every time I open his box, man, after I take everything out, my wife did it today. She smelled that box, and it just smells. I mean, amazing. And it's some pretty good stuff. Um,
So is it
I like
leaking?
that. So what?
Did it leak or something?
Oh, no, not at all. The box is dry, but
Okay.
it's pretty good smell. And he's a great guy. I mean, well, I had him on my show Saturday, and we were talking after that and all that. But it was a great interview with him. Um, and yeah, I got some more oils today, fruity scents too. One of the ones that I tried, he had a berry patch. I think it's called berry patch. And man, I had to put it right here in my skin because when you open it, it was funny. Ray Smoke, it was on bacon was on my skin, and the whole difference from the bottom to the skin is 100%.
Yeah.
right.
The Cure's got a pretty nice cherry
Oh
scent.
yes. And let me ask you this, since we're bringing up that one. Antidote or cure, Chief? Which one
I
do you
think
like better?
antidote, to be completely honest with you.
I do
Okay.
too, man. The
Mhm.
antidote really like. It was funny because I was talking to Mike Wiseman, right? And he's like, "All right, you wore all four. Which one's your best?" I'm like, "Come
Mhm.
on, Mike, don't make me don't do
Yeah.
this to me." He goes, "Which one?" I'm like, "You first, you first, wizard." And he goes, "Antidote." I'm like, "Okay," because I knew like he knows I love cherry and
Yeah.
that the cure is cherry, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, listen, I love your cherry, but that antidote, there's something about that scent profile
It's
that just,
creamy.
oh,
It's
yeah,
mm,
it's like crazy, crazy.
And
Right.
that's your collaboration, right, Chief? Too.
Yep.
Yeah. I've been
Yep.
I've been talking to him about it, and he's next on my list of buying. So I want to get the
Right.
cleansing, the
Right.
conditioner,
mm.
and that one.
Hey,
Great guy too.
when you get his wash or conditioner, it's
Yes.
watery and it's
Yeah.
not attractive looking. Let's just say that.
Right.
But shake it up,
Mhm.
and it just feels amazing.
Right.
Am I wrong? It's not the
No,
best.
no.
It's not the best looking stuff.
No.
It's
Make sure
watery.
you shake it,
Yeah,
though. Make
shake the
sure
hell
you
out of it.
shake it, yeah.
Mhm.
You know, somebody else who's got a good cherry too is, True North's Cherry Crush. They've got
I gotta
a
try
really good
that.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good. Um, Bane blends, poured butter versus whipped. What's your guys' opinion on that?
Depends on the season. I mean, you're probably not gonna get a decent whip butter in June.
And
Right, right,
You know? Um,
right,
yeah, it's poured. I like liquid butter a lot.
right,
I like unscented if we're gonna go down that road because I'll wear it
right,
with anything.
right.
And I kinda do like if I have, like, small towns, I got
Yeah.
their Noir, Tabac Noir, and it's got
Yep.
the cognac in it, and I got the liquid butter, and I got the, balm, and oh, it's such a good combination, man.
Right. You know,
Mm,
the big thing I always get asked, so I don't really have a so I have some whipped and I have some poured. I use them both. Because not every company makes whipped and poured. You got companies that make just poured and then companies that make just whipped. So I use them both, but the big thing that I've been seeing in the group pages is liquid butter versus poured butter, which is
mhm.
your, I think they have 2 different places, if you ask me.
Perfect. Yes.
So I'm a liquid butter during the day because to me,
Yes.
liquid butter feels lighter in the beard. For some reason, it just feels lighter, right? Um, at nighttime, I like the poured butter because it nourishes the
Uh,
beard
yeah.
better through the night.
Yeah.
So I like them both. I just use
Mhm.
them at different times, you know?
I'm glad you said that. I'm the same way,
Yeah,
100%.
right. What about you, Bishop?
so I have not. Well, oh, I have not tried liquid butter. I mean, I got that thick from Timu. It's almost like the same thing, but I do like. As long as the butter is not too hard, like you have to scrape it. You know what I mean? If it's a butter, I like
Right,
it to be. It could be poor as long as it's moving. I had come across two of them. They were supposed to be butter, and it was like hard, and I
Yeah.
like that. Don't. It just
right,
turning me off completely. You know, like I wouldn't even want to try. But I had tried
right.
both. I had tried the whip from Dead Smooth, and I like that. You know,
Yeah,
because it's real
right.
nice. And, I prefer the whip more at night. To be honest, that's my preference.
I was gonna bring up Dead Smooth because 'cause I've got one of those real small,
Yeah,
I don't know if it's half an
yeah,
ounce. She sent me as
Yeah,
a
right.
sample to try, and it's got like a lotiony consistency to it. It's no thicker than lotion, but it's got that.
But it does, right.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
really like that.
right.
Mhm.
You know, Ray
and
Smokey says, "Chief would hate to be around me. If I can get scented, always go scented." So let me tell you something about that. I like scented butter, but here's the problem. Well, here's the problem, right? When you have such big collections like we do, because we're doing all this stuff, I don't have room to have a scented butter for every oil. That's why I usually buy unscented. That way I can just scent it myself because for me it's a space thing.
Yeah.
I don't have enough space. There's just too much there, you know. Um, that's why I don't do it. But I mean, I used to buy matching oils and butters, but I'm like, I don't have room for that. I've run out of room,
Well, let me
you
ask you
know.
this. When you're
Mhm.
testing, I think you're working on True North this week, right?
Yep. Yep.
Now, if you don't have the matching butter, do you
Right.
go just oil or do you put somebody else's unscented butter in?
So so I have their unscented liquid butter.
Good enough.
So that's what like today I had 24K right here. And so all I do is I add just a little bit of the oil to
Mhm.
the butter and then I put it in. And at nighttime it doesn't matter. I grab any one of their butters I have
Yeah.
and I put it in. But yeah, I just so that's how I've been doing it is if they have unscented liquid butter, whoever I'm reviewing, I'll get that. If they
right.
don't have any unscented liquid butter, then I just roll the oil and that's it. So
100%.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
because you don't wanna get a weird feeling because you use somebody else's
Right.
product, and then you're like, "Oh, my beard feels amazing," when it was actually the butter or, somebody
Right.
else's. Stick with that company.
Right.
If you don't have butter, just use the oil and see how it feels.
Right. So,
That's the answer I was looking for.
so here's a good question. Did y'all replace your oil with liquid butter? Sorry if you're right. So my thing is, I don't really view liquid butter as a replacement to using oil. I use them both if I can. There is one company I'm gonna try that with. SIBO came out with their thick.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna try theirs with because that's all I didn't buy the oil, I just bought their thick. So I'm gonna try that and see how it works. But typically I match the oil up and I go in so this is probably another good topic to talk about, Chief and Bishop. So I go in phases, right? So there's weeks where I go, okay, I'm just using oil. I'm not gonna match up liquid butter. I just want it to feel lighter. Then there's other weeks where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna run this product with liquid butter. So I change up week to week just depending on how my beard feels or how I want the beard to feel, you know. Um, yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Basically, you're gonna get there. I promise you.
Halfway there, man.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Yep.
so what scent did you got that thick from Simo?
I got two of them. I got the California Dreamin' and I got the one I think I'm bad with the name. It's one that has to do with like a vampire one or count something. It was a special drop like probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago that I picked up. It was pretty cool. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy this one because I believe it was his first one that he came out with the thick for a special drop. So yeah.
So I feel terrible. I haven't even looked at SEMO's website. There's
Oh
just so
man.
much on the horizon right now.
Right.
So
He does so the cool thing about him is he's got those half ouncers.
Yeah.
So I bought some stuff from him because he does have a wide variety of scent profiles.
Yeah.
And he's got some cool foodie ones that I think you would like, Chief. Yeah. Yeah, he's got some
Speaking
foodie
of
ones.
small,
Mhm.
I think it's a great idea, like Dead Smooth did with that real small application. Like I said, at maybe a half an ounce. That's
Right.
great to give reviewers. Throw it in. With whatever order they place, because you get 3, 4, 5 days out of that little tub, and you get a good test out of it. I think it's a great idea, but not a
Right.
lot of companies are going to sell a small half ounce beard butter.
Right.
That's
Chief,
great for passing out to reviewers. Nice, Baker. Nice.
Heck
Chief,
yeah.
I got a dare for you. I dare you to go on the. You will not be able to, like I said, when you look at his website and all the fruity stuff. I know how you are. I mean, I like fruity stuff, but you're gonna be like, wow. His website with the fruity scents, it kind of remind me of your buddy Beer Squirrel.
Huh.
So I mean, I'm telling you, when I just it's different, but the fruity scents, and he have a female. Simo have a female. A
Email
woman.
line. Yeah.
Oil. My wife is looking
Yeah.
at it right now too.
Okay.
Right.
So, yeah.
If I could address this one really quick. So Ray says Florida Boy grooming liquid butter could possibly replace his oils. I don't think so. And let me tell you why. Let me ask you about this, Chief. So to me, liquid butters that are scented, they amplify it, but I don't think they can replace it because I've ran his stuff just oil, and then I've ran, believe it or not, I've done just liquid butter. The oils open up and change more
Right.
than the liquid butters do.
Right.
But what the liquid butters do
Masks
is
it a little bit.
mask it, but they'll amplify it. They'll give you some more duration and projection.
A little adding.
Yeah. But I don't think you could ever look and be like, okay,
No.
the liquid butter is going to replace the oils because it won't. It's just
Yeah.
they do a different job.
Yeah.
You know what I
Plus
mean?
the oils
Yeah.
for your skin. And then,
Right.
I don't like rub the liquid butter into my skin
Right.
like I do in oil.
Right.
And you're right. I think once you put the liquid butter on, I find myself like after I put the butter on, is I'll amp it up with like Dynamite does. I'll add a
Right.
couple scent boosters, like he says,
Yes.
and then I'll
Yes.
put some oil straight on the hair
Right.
to punch it up a little bit.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
not to
I
steal
find
from
my
Dynamite, but
no.
yeah.
And you know, the other thing is like sometimes like I've got like probably 2 cents from Florida Boys where, dude, I amp it all up because it like, and you know which one I'm probably talking about, Lost Souls.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
I
yeah,
do the oil, I do the liquid butter, and I do the cologne because that stuff is just so awesome, and I want it to project, and I want everybody to smell me wearing that one. You know what I
Mullen
mean?
LaBie too.
Yes, yes, that one. Yeah,
You know what
but
gets a lot of attention though is
mhm,
Angel Share, Killian's Angel Share.
Gillian's.
That
Yeah,
oil,
yeah,
my God, I have more people come up going, "Man, you smell
yeah.
good." And
Right,
it's ladies. They
right.
notice that from a mile away.
Did you
It's just sexy.
did you catch so I did Valhalla's review yesterday, right? Or was it yesterday? Yeah, yeah, yesterday. I think some people slept on it. It's sold out. It was a collaboration he did with a female, and it is called Scotty. Skadi. Chief. That one, and I there's only one way I can put it. That one is an absolute panty dropper. It is greatness in a bottle. I wore that. Every female that I worked with and came into this store that day was like, "What is that?" And I'm
Mhm.
like, "Well, here's the bad thing. I don't know what the scent profile is because he took it down, right? And it's not on the bottle because it was a special collab, and I just got to it, right? But Scotty, Skadi from Valhalla, he said he might bring it back during Christmas. He's got to talk to her and see if he can do it again because it's a collab with her. But Chief, I am telling you, if he drops that one again, I already told him, I messaged him, I'm like, I need soap, I need wash, I need butter, I need oil, I need everything you make in it, I need because it is that good. It is fantastic.
Yeah, yes, Ray Smoky, Florida Boys, Angel Share, Killian's, and
Yeah.
another one that seems to get a lot of attention is Baccarat Rouge.
Yes. Yes.
Holy cow.
Right.
Now, if you're a manly man, that's probably not for you, but
Right.
it's it's powerful and it just, oh,
What's
man,
the
man,
other
man.
one? His other one, I think it's called Dylan Blue. Is that
Yeah.
the one I'm thinking of? Yeah. I think it's Dylan Blue. I got it somewhere, but that is actually, yeah, uh, Versace Dylan Blue. His one of that. Kevin Pope is the one that talked me into this one, and Kevin Pope's like, dude, this one is like
Yeah.
unbelievable. Yeah, that one.
Hey, speaking of blue, did
Mhm.
you notice A and B had 2 different colors?
Yes, I think there's some activated charcoal. I think in one.
I don't think so. I can't
It's not
remember the name
activated
of it.
charcoal. Hmm.
It's on my phone. I'm on the laptop right now. It's on my phone, but
Right.
it's a different carrier oil than I've ever heard of, and I still have to go look it up and see what's
Gotcha.
all involved in that, but it was blue.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
because I noticed there was a color that was different. It was like,
One was
yeah,
greenish like a, uh,
yeah,
hemp seed, unrefined hemp seed green, and the other was
right,
blue.
right, right. Yeah, they because I noticed because they didn't have the restrictor on it or the dropper. I had to like pour it out a little bit, and I'm like, "Oh, look at that. That's interesting." Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, let me ask you this, Chief. Do you think that more companies should get into making colognes to match with their oils and
I don't
their
know,
butters?
man, 'cause that's just like building oil, man. My daughter does it. She makes perfumes, parfums, colognes, eau de toilettes, all that stuff, and it's a science, man. You gotta know exactly what you're doing and the right stuff to
Right,
use. Because when she started, she was learning, she's like, "Oh, I can't use this alcohol. I have to use" I
right,
don't know the terms, but, she's got,
right,
like, notebooks and notebooks full.
right,
She's really done her homework, so you'd have to kinda be a little bit of a mad scientist to make that.
right.
Yeah, because you don't wanna
Um,
hurt people's skin.
for this, Willie, Florida Boys makes a creative Ventus sense, and who has the Rouge? Uh, Florida Boys, 30
Yeah,
spray
Florida
rate, Florida Boys. Yeah, yeah. But this is one that man, I wanted to buy this one, Midnight Mass, and I think I bought one of them. I think I bought the one that is because I bought either Midnight Mass or Outshined that was in the drop. Because I had to buy, I wanted to buy the St. Patrick's Day stuff, but I also wanted to buy one of those, and I bought one. I can't remember if I bought Midnight Mass or if I bought Outshined. I think I bought Midnight Mass. I think that's the black polo one, the one that's got the
Oh,
black polo, I think. But yeah, it sounded really good. I'm like, yeah, I got to get that one. So yeah,
nice.
I'll tell you what, man. This is what's kind of surprising to me. Let me ask you if it's surprising to you guys about True North. I think the cool thing about True North is so you see them, they're like, okay, every other Sunday they're doing drops, right? Like 2 drops. But have you noticed like their drops are not cookie cutter? Because you're like, okay, like, are they going to be simple because they're dropping so many times, a month? And they're not, man. They're
Yeah,
making some really killer sense. And Chris and Tara are putting time in developing those scent
yeah,
profiles.
yeah.
I'm excited for yard sale.
They're not going to put out garbage.
No, but I mean,
No,
you
hell
kind of
no.
like, so sometimes you kind of think you're like, okay, if a company is dropping,
Yeah,
you're like, okay, but they're not, man. They're turning the dial up all the time. But that yard sale, dude, with the banana, I'm excited to get that. I can't wait to smell that one. That one's going to be awesome. But
yeah.
yeah,
Plantain's another nice one too. Plantain is another
yeah,
like
yeah,
banana twist. Yeah,
right, right, yep. But man, um,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
excited.
definitely an addiction. I mean, I was looking yesterday on True North. I was like, man, what else? What else? What else?
Right,
yeah,
I had to put a budget on what I was going to spend yesterday.
yeah,
And all. I was like, man,
yeah.
right, right.
Jimmy Hall
So
chocolate coffee. The Chattanooga's got a great one, Iron Forged, and
yep,
so does Stacy from Wicked Wednesday. She's got chocolate coffee, and I think she's got 5 different chocolates in that one. I can't remember off the top
right.
of my head. Help me out, Dino. What's that scent called? Uh,
So she's got. So here's the thing though. I know she did some revamping. I don't know if those 2 are still available because she
yeah,
did some. So she had that one that was she did that one with that other reviewer, Kyle, the reviewer.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if she still has that one available. And then she had that one around Christmas time that was like chocolate coffee, and it was kind of like a hot chocolate scent or something.
yeah, not that one.
Yeah, but I don't know if she has them still up. But I think the Midnight Rider, so I
Mm,
think it's midnight, something like that. That's got coffee in it too. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of
I
Midnight
went,
Ride,
I went to
Artius Man,
her
Ar-
website.
Artius Man got me hooked on black licorice a
what's
long
that
time
one?
ago, and
Right,
TJ made one for me, and it was a
right.
little bit better, I think, than Artius Man. But that Krampus Nights, man, I can't get enough of that black licorice. Can't get enough of
It's
it.
fun.
So
It's funny because
we were talking about Wicked Wednesday. I just went to her website yesterday, and I think that dropped for the 17th for my wife's gonna kill me because it's her birthday. Anyway, she only have like 4 or 5 cents in there. Yeah, that one. Yep.
You got the new,
Yeah.
I got the new. Yeah,
the
yeah.
new.
Yep.
I think that's what I
I
was
was
saying.
gonna
That you have them on the website. Agent Orange.
right,
She have 2 more. She didn't have all the other ones that like I was looking for. Uh,
right.
Bishop, did I tell you what Stacy did to me the other day? She knows how much I love Agent Orange. It's that Cadbury orange that you get at Christmas time. I destroyed that bottle, man. I burned through it like nobody's business, right? So I ordered a bunch of soap from her the other day just to keep you guys in the pain train. If I keep shelling money out to Stacy, she's going to keep you guys in pain. So I'm all good with it. So I ordered the wife a whole bunch of soaps and stuff like that, and some of that whipped soap. It looks like she put it in like with one of them cake
Piping
decorator
bag.
things.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife's got it in the shower right now. She loves it. But she sent me a 2-ounce bottle. On top of my order, she sent me a 2-ounce bottle of Agent Orange, and I put it next to the 1-ounce bottle, and it's like it's just bullying the hell out of the other one.
So here's the love we get, right? So Stacy messages me and says, "Hey, do you think it'd be okay if I sent Chief 2 ounces of Agent Orange?" I'm like, "Man, he loves Agent Orange. Chief would love it if you sent that to him." Yes, indeed. And you want to know what he's doing? He's like, "I'm going to shell out money so they can get the pain." See the love we get, Bishop? I'm trying to give him love so he'll back up. No. Nope.
Full steam ahead.
Right. Baker says, "True North sample pack, amazing, dude. It looks so cool. I don't even want to open it." How
where'd you
cool is
get
that, man? That's a
Let's see.
sample pack.
Oh, I'm so
I
jealous.
bought it a while ago because I was like, all right. And then I got on the True North train. I'm like, no, I'm not using this for reviews. I'm going to buy a bunch of, so I'm like, I'm not opening this because how cool is that, man?
You tear it open? Is that got like a
Yeah,
bag of chips to tear it?
Yeah, you tear it open and it's got like a Ziploc thing to it. And I'm like,
How dope is that?
right. I'm like, I'm not opening this, man. This is so cool. I don't want to open it, Like, how cool is that, right?
It looks pretty good.
You know what? Open it right now.
No, Chief. No.
Come on.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fall for the peer pressure, Chief. Come on, man. That's not nice.
that is a cool bag though.
Yeah,
I liked it, man. I liked it. It was really cool when I got it. I was like, yeah, not opening this one. I'm gonna save it. So
What are you going to put in the bag after you take the samples out? That'll be a nice little bag for something, traveling or something.
Yeah, but see, you're assuming I'm gonna open the bag. I'm not gonna open
What do you mean
the
you're
bag.
not going to open it?
Oh no, it's gonna be right there. Like, look at that.
No.
He probably got all the to open it.
Yeah, Baker says put a slit in the bottom, make it look like it. Yeah, put a slit in the bottom.
Right. Let me see here. Open from the bottom. Yeah, open from the bottom. Just make a slit.
Yeah.
Let's at this. I have the custom sample bag in my near future. That's cool, man. I've only seen 2 companies.
I have to.
Yeah, I gotta get on there tonight and look at that site, Bane Blends.
You don't have to tear it. Tara says I don't have to tear it. It's a Ziploc.
Open from the top.
Yeah, but see, here's the problem. I'm the typical dude, right? When I go to, it's gonna rip. I'm gonna be like, So I gotta keep it looking pretty, man. Like, it's almost so cool that I think it should go on the rack with the Jordans. That's how cool that sample pack is.
Big
Yeah,
words,
yeah.
baby. Big words.
I think I should take a picture of the sample pack with a pair of my Jordans because that's how cool that is.
So you don't even know what's in the bag, though, do you?
I do. It's from True North. It means its greatness is in the bag. I have no worries.
Man, you're killing me. I want to know what's in the damn bag.
Come on,
It's
Dino,
on
me
their
too.
site. It's got 5 samples.
It's 2 against 1. Open the bag.
Why they
Oh
send
no,
you
we're
some?
not playing. No. I'll tell you what.
It's
You guys
resealable.
order some sample. You guys order the samples, and then I'll watch you open it, and I can live vicariously through you guys.
My samples won't be the same as your samples.
They
Right.
will because it's the same 5. It's the same 5.
You're killing me.
There's no way to know. No way to know. Man,
They're going on the rack with the Jordans, man. It's gonna be
No,
right there.
no,
I'm gonna take pictures of it. I'm gonna be like, look at this. True
Open
North
it.
with the Jordans. With the Jordans.
You're killing
You
me.
know? I'm almost driving you crazy like that time you're like, open Stacy's box that she
Dude, I
sent
had
you.
to cuss at you. I had to give you the knife hand.
Right.
Open that
You know,
box.
You know what? And here's the perfect thing about our community. So you see this question that Bane Blends just asked, True North, can I message you to find out who is producing those? And you want to know what's awesome is Chris and Tara are such awesome people in this community and makers. They'll help Bane Blends out because, like Chris says, they're not gatekeepers, man.
No.
And that's what's awesome about these small bands, you know.
Speaking
I
of that,
forgot. Yes, I misspoke because yes, there's 10 samples. I think Tara said there's 10 samples in there.
so there's 10 samples in there, and we're not going to get to see them.
Come on, Dino.
I guess I'm just got to buy my own.
Yeah.
This is bull crap, Dino.
It's all for supporting small batch, Chief. You know, as Ray Smokey would say, hashtag justice for Dino.
There will be none.
Justice for Dino. Come on, man.
Hey, I told you another quick story. So, like I said, I've been talking to Blaine, and then I noticed on his website, Blake Band. I noticed on his website that he had deodorant too. And I was talking to Simo, Mike from Simo, and I told him about it, and I kind of, they're gonna communicate now because he's gonna purchase from him about, so that's, I mean, just a quick note how amazing this community is. Both company owners, supporting each other. That's amazing.
Right.
So,
And hopefully they become friends and
Right.
keep talking to each other and helping each other grow. Kind of like what we do, with the new reviewers and things like that.
Right.
Always sending messages, talking, and it's nice to not be the gatekeeper and keep all the porridge to yourself. So grow the community.
While we're on the subject of deodorant, can I just put a quick plug in for deodorant, which I don't think a lot of people realize, is that I didn't know when I first started using natural deodorant that there was a 2-week detox. So if you're new to using the all natural deodorant, there's going to be that 2-week period where like, this isn't working. It's because your body's detoxing. After that, I've had no problem. I've been using Valhalla's deodorant for I think going on 6-7 months. I just got some in from Sockeye, and I just ordered some from KFAX, KAFX.
KAFX. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna actually be trying a lot of companies' deodorants. That's the next thing on my list to try because they take up less space than all the beard products, so I can do some deodorants.
Listen, I went and see my doctor last week for my yearly physical.
Yeah.
Everything went good, and I brought that up, believe it or not. I said, once my store-bought deodorant's gone, I'm thinking about switching over to natural deodorant. And I asked her, I said, is it true you got to go through like a week, 10 days, 2 weeks of stink where everything's coming out of your pores and all that junk? She looked at me dead in the eyes and says, I have no idea.
Yeah. Right.
What?
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to trust you on that 2 weeks of,
dude, so you and I are the same, Chief, right? We're Greek and we're Mediterranean. We sweat. Okay. Yeah. So I was scared at first because the first 2 weeks, because I was using like that right guard and that like 24-hour stuff, and it was right. I never smelled. Man, I started wearing this. I'm like, holy crap, man, I'm gonna have to start taking deodorant to work, which whatever. If I gotta use it 2 times, but I'm like, man, like, I hope it's not like this. And then I heard some people talk about it. They're like, no, man, there's a 2-week detox, just hang in there, make it through it, and your body's gonna change, you get the toxin out, and then you'll be okay. And then I'm like, after 2 weeks, I'm like, oh, look at that. Now, I will say this. I work from, I'm up and I'm out the door by 9:00. So I probably put deodorant on at 8:30 in the morning. By the time I get home at 7:00, I can use a freshen up. Okay. But to me, as long as it made it through my work day and I'm not smelling, because when I get home, it's no big deal. I can put some more on if I need to, or usually when I get home, if I'm not doing a live stream, I jump in the shower and I'm good for the night, or if I'm going to the gym, whatever. But to me, it works out. I just like that I'm not putting that aluminum on me or the baking soda. So, and I never broke out in a rash with using this. So everything so far for me has worked good. So, yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So I just tried natural deodorant. This is my 3rd month now. And if you do get it, and it all depends what deodorant you used to use before. Mine was like maybe a week. My wife, she used that, that women one, Swave, and it was powder, and she only had it. So I mean, it all depends which deodorant you use. But I won't go back. I want it all. Like, it's really, really good.
Right. I will tell you this: if you guys want to try KFX, and Stacy turned me on to KFX, and she's like, go on to TikTok, go on the TikTok store, type in KFX, and they give you a discount on TikTok. So if you got a TikTok, look at the KFX store on TikTok, and they have like $5 or $10 coupons. So I did that the other day. I got it on the way. So
I've got one of those KAFX, and it's coffee, and it is very loud.
So I ordered the blueberry one, and I ordered the citrus one, which I heard the coffee smell is not as bright, because I'm like, I don't mind coffee, but I don't want to smell like coffee, if that makes sense, But I heard the blueberry and the citrus one weren't as loud as the regular ones. So I went with those 2. So we'll see. And then there's another guy, Baird, beard company. He's in Michigan, and I'm probably gonna order up one of his deodorants to try. But it's like anything. These people make soap, they make deodorant, and the soaps last forever. So I'm like, I gotta wait till I run out of like Valhalla, like the one
Yeah.
I'm using
Or
now, and
get
then I'll
close.
switch over,
Yeah.
get close, and then switch them because I don't want to have like 10
30.
deodorants laying out.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
I don't mind
Yeah.
having a lot of bars of soap, but I don't think I want 10 bars of
Right.
deodorant. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So the company that I used, it's the first company I tried. They approached me. I tried it. It's a company called Deodorant, and they have lavender, eucalyptic, and peppermint sandalwood, and that's what I'm using. And I told you what, I liked it. It's good.
Right. Right.
Well, I got a little bit left of my store-bought stuff, and I'm gonna try to switch over while the weather's still semi-cool, so I don't get that sweat
Right.
stank.
Right.
you
Right.
And
Right.
now that there's one, I don't remember what company, but I've seen in one of the companies, they sell it's kind of deodorant that you put just for the 2 weeks to fight that stink.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
I seen. I don't remember what company was it, but I seen it. So
Well, that Mando that you see on TV, they say it lasts
Right.
72 hours. Who's not going to get a
Mhm.
shower in 72 hours? Wash your butt. You know
That's
what
what I don't understand, man.
Wa-
Like,
Wash
I
your
mean,
ass.
so the only thing that I could understand is if you were going out camping with the guys or going to deer camp, and maybe showers are not readily available. Maybe I could see, okay, I'm gonna do that, but on a regular, I'm like, why would you be worried about smelling in 72 hours? You should be
wow, yeah.
hygiene, I
Baby
don't
wipes,
know.
something.
Yeah, something, I'm like, I don't know, but I will tell you though, all these small batch companies coming out with all the cool stuff, man, the
Yeah.
deodorant. So I really like, let me ask you guys this. When you look at companies, do you look at certain so like I look at True North, right? I'm like, okay, they got beard oil, they got this, they got that. I mean, it's almost like you could be like a one-stop shop
One
for all
stop.
my stuff. Um, but I see that now coming where there's going to be a lot of companies going, okay, we offer this, one-stop shopping. We've got all your small batch and you know natural stuff, so that way you don't have to go, to other spots. But
I like a website like True North's that
yeah,
if you're a bearded man
yeah,
or woman, that's
right,
into the products, that
right,
is a great website. It's got everything you need,
right,
utensils for your beard,
right,
you name it. The
right,
face wash, the ball wash,
Right.
right,
merch is insane.
right.
You know,
Speaking of merch, man, I was so happy because I did a pre-order the other day, and I pre-ordered Black Manor grooming shirt.
Renee's shirt, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, so I remember it was so funny. I'm like, Renee, remind me, like I've got to
Did she?
buy one of these shirts. And it was she was like, it'll be up. And it was funny because I woke up in the morning, I think it was in the morning, and it's like, boom, it's right there. I'm like, boop, right there. I was like the first one to post, and I'm saying ordered. I'm like, yes,
Nice.
boom. I had to order it up, man. That what an awesome looking shirt. And only because my brother from another mother is gonna have it on his hand. I
Right.
had to get it, right? But had to
That's just
get that. That was
dopest
awesome.
logo, man.
Yep, yep,
Mhm.
Hey,
yep. But
let me ask you guys,
everybody's coming out.
let me ask you guys something about, because you mentioned a company, with that's it. So that I had a lot. There's been on Instagram a lot of companies, and I've seen them, and they, I start talking to them, and then I notice that I go to their website, and then they're like from Ukraine, not Ukraine, from the UK and all that. And
Right,
was interested because he has some good stuff in there. For men, they're cheap and it's insane. It's crazy
right,
because they
right,
have to go hoops just to send it. You know what I mean? And
right,
they try not to. They try not to make it. Where you have to pay all of the stuff. So it's. I
right,
mean, of course, I trying to stay with U.S. based companies, especially a small batch. But there was so many, and I didn't know that guy was from UK, from the UK. And I'm
right,
just looking at the website, just looking, because he had an amazing beer, and he was talking to me that he was, about beer competitions and all that. And when I look at his website, I'm like, okay. And then I started looking, man, you pay it's almost like you paying for a bottle of oil just for shipping.
Right.
Yeah, but you
Right.
got to think it's got to go from one side of the pond over here and
Right.
customs and all that jazz. Yeah.
Right.
So Renee's going to be doing a tattoo healing spray.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That
Baker says pre-order hat next. Yeah. Yeah. So since Tara's still in here, Tara, I don't know how I have to bribe you. I need one thing. Tara, I need one thing. I need the True North shirt to come back that looks like the LA Kings.
that is dope.
That True North shirt, Tara, I'll wear whatever stupid retro rifle shirt you want me to wear, whatever for days, whatever you want. I need that shirt. You got to get it back in stock. That shirt is awesome. Yep.
Yeah. Ray says that Bearded Death makes his own merch, and that dude is busy. Yeah, he's working, man. Dan is a good dude.
Speaking of merch, Tactical Santa went to his place that he gets his instructor shirts done and all that. So I may have the ability to get the 5950 fitted hats that are flat brimmed, and they're gonna have my logo done on them with my tagline. I can do flex fit hats. I'll be doing shirts. I'll be doing hoodies, but I have to figure out the pre-order on that stuff. But I will have Tactical Santa stuff soon, and hopefully I'm going to surprise you, Santa Tom, and Bearded Bishop at the Buckeye Beard Battle. So we'll see. So don't think I'm weird if I ask you guys, what shirt size do you wear? So
I'm a small.
Schmedium.
Small.
Schmedium. And you know what, Chief? I'm only going to charge you $350 for the shirt.
$350.
$350. Yeah.
Guys, we've been on here since 7 o'clock. It's 9:15. Thank you guys for hanging in with us, though. Good night.
Yeah, heck yeah. Last question though for you guys. Next Monday is St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
How much green beer are you gonna have drank, Chief? Ooh.
I don't think I've ever drank a green beer.
Don't. You want to know what happens when you drink too much green beer?
I do. It comes out the other way, green.
It comes out very bad the other way. Right? Well, you know what? Before we leave out of here, if there's anybody in here that has a quick question you want myself, Chief, or Bishop to answer, because I feel like if anybody has a question, we'll answer it. But if not, man, I don't know. But please like and subscribe. We really appreciate all of you. Man, we had a lot of people in here tonight, Chief.
Yeah,
we had a
good
lot,
crowd.
Bishop.
Very good crowd. Thank you all.
Before we leave, Baker, what is your subscription number now? Have we got you almost close to 50? Because man, he's awesome, man. Did you watch his little videos? Man, like I can't wait to get him on, or he's gonna get going. He's got some cool ideas he was talking about. So hopefully we got him close to 50. Hopefully.
A little bit bigger than that, Ray. A little bit bigger than that.
Man, Ray, you're lucky you're not in person with Chief. If you would have called him a large, man, he would have been like, "What?"
I've been a large since I don't know, junior in high school.
Right. I gotta give a shout out to Ray Smokey, man. He's doing an awesome job, and he's coming out of his shell too. And I can't wait to see some more cool stuff that he does. He's just Ray. I don't know about you guys, but when you watch him and you hear him, he's just got like this cool factor about him, right?
Super cool.
So, I was talking to the other night, my brother, I'm like, when you come out of that shell and you show everybody just exactly how cool you are, man. I'm like, you've got so much love and respect in this community, man. Just do it. And it's going to be awesome.
Look at that.
31.
He's got 31. Heck yeah. You know what? We got to remember on the Trace Amigos show this Thursday night. Yeah. Trace Amigos. We got to shout him out. Baker, we're gonna get you to 50, brother. You're gonna be able to do live soon, man. We're gonna get that out there. maybe I can shout that out on all the groups tomorrow too. I'll do
Yeah.
a post and get that out there for you. But that's awesome, man. Smokey says, I'm a 2X. I'm short and stubby.
I'm a 2XLT.
I'm a 2X.
Yeah.
I'm a 2X. Yep. Anything else you got, brothers? We good? Appreciate everybody, man. Everybody
Well,
here. What an awesome
Flamin'
time.
Beard's going to be on Thursday. Ricky and Ronnie. Hopefully both
Yes.
of them. Should be really, really fun. They're great people, great company, great scent. There you go. That's what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
indeed. They got
Yeah.
good stuff, man.
Because, Chief got me into this. I got to show the color of that because that's an amazing color. And
Yes,
brother,
it is.
when you put in your beer, oh, it's like magic. So
Right.
it's like, when you want your beer to do, it's like you have a stressful day, you put that on, it's like, so my brother
Right.
right there introduced me to it. Love it. So
Yes,
I think-
everybody in the chat, thank you very much for an awesome
Thank you.
night. And hopefully we'll see you Thursday. If not, we'll see you Monday.
Next Monday.
Yeah.
Yep. Just to let everybody know, my show Fit and Finish. I'm not doing it until like I believe the 22nd or 23rd. I took 2 weeks off this Sunday. I'm lining up guests.
Good.
So I haven't abandoned it. I'm just lining up guests because I talk so much. You guys know so much about me. I gotta get interesting people on there, not guys like me, interesting people. So I gotta line up some guests and get them on there. But as always, we appreciate everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Reach out if you want us to talk about anything. But anyway,
Yeah, good idea.
Come on, Chief. You got to say it. You got to say
Chief,
the final line.
out.